In most of the fairy tales we used to know, when a prince or a princess took the throne, they would absolutely have a happy ending after. However, nothing is easy. Selena had to face many difficulties when she had become a queen. The king and the queen unfortunately passed away prematurely. The kingdom really needed a successor. For helping her sister, Seraphia, go ashore and live like a human as her wish, Selena took that responsibility. Selena was so young, making the elders doubt about her decisions. There were many bad rumors among the people about her.
I cannot understand. Princess Seraphia is elder. Why did you let Queen Selena take the throne? That's right. I also heard that the queen had lived at the bottom of the ocean for so long. She has not much knowledge as Seraphia.
She even didn't have much time to rest.
My queen, where did you just go? I've just been out to relax a little bit. To become a real queen, you should learn a lot. Please don't waste your time for nonsense things. But I just... It's time for strength in the realm of dark power, my queen. I knew it.
For 1,000 years, the mermaid tribe had to watch the dark power, preventing the sinister forces from taking it. If it really happened, that would be a disaster.
I didn't think that there would be so many pressures like that when becoming a queen.
I can feel the injustices that you have to suffer.
Who's that?
They're so selfish, making you work all day as the way they want to, just because you're too kind and weak. If you're stronger, they will have to listen to you.
Selena? Selena! Selena! Yes, Mom? What's wrong with you? I don't know. Selena, you should remember that the dark power will take over the mind of anyone who had the desire to have it, even just a little bit. Yes, I always remember that. Get back to your room and take a rest. Yes, Mom. She's joyful all the time.
What an injustice. You're both mermaid princesses. She's always joyful, but you have to work hard, and you always get the criticism from others.
Who? Where are you?
The strange sounds kept coming from nowhere into Selena's mind, like it was pushing the jealousy inside her. One day, the day was really stressful with Selena. She was almost exhausted.
If only I could be stronger.
The next morning, Seraphia got a message from Selena.
My dear sister, we haven't met each other for a long time. I'm missing you so much. If you have time available, hope that you will visit me. I haven't visited my sister for a long time. I have to prepare a gift for her.
They were so delighted when seeing each other again. However, after drinking a sip of water, Seraphia immediately felt dizzy. Her body lost all its strength.
Selena? Why did you do that? Because I need your royal strength. When I absorb it, I will be stronger than ever. You are not Selena. What did you do to her? If you want to know, I will help you meet her.
Suddenly, their parents appeared to prevent. They took Seraphia to a secret cave which was located far from the palace. After being secure, Seraphia's father helped her to regain strength.
Huh?
How do you feel?
Thank you. I'm getting better. But what happened to Selena? She was manipulated by the dark power. Yesterday, I realized that Selena had been unusual. I intended to visit her after finishing my works, but it was too late. I couldn't fight against dark power, so I could only inform your father about it. So how can we save her now?
After manipulating the subject, it will push that person's soul to the land of soul. We need to go there and help Selena escape.
Let me go there.
No, this land of soul is really complicated. Only Seraphia can find Selena there. Because you're sisters, the compatible souls will lead you to find each other.
I understand. I will go there.
Huh?
But I will definitely bring her back, don't worry.
All right, I will open a gate to get your soul into it. You will have to come back to the gate before it's totally closed.
He used his power to take Seraphia's soul to the land of soul. A moment later, Seraphia found herself at a really strange place.
I can feel you, Selena. I will take you out of here.
Huh?
After searching for a while, Seraphia finally saw a familiar figure.
Selena! It's me! Wake up, Selena!
Huh?
Huh? Seraphia? Why are you here? Please, quickly leave here. No, I will never leave without you. I don't want to be back to that palace. I feel more comfortable here. Selena, that place is where you belong. Everyone hates me. If I disappear, they will be satisfied.
Huh?
No, Selena. There are many people who still love you. Our parents and me. You're a liar. When I have been under a lot of pressures, criticism, you were still happy. I did everything for everyone, but no one had cared about my emotion. I'm sorry. I was too selfish without knowing that you had been under a lot of pressures like that. Once you come back, I promise that I will share all the burdens with you. I will never let you do it alone. I'm too weak. I don't deserve to be a queen. No, Selena, you did a good job. I promise that I will never let you do it alone anymore. Selena, I promise.
Miraculously, the globe was broken down, releasing Selena. That globe was the separation between the two sisters. When they understood each other, it immediately vanished.
Quickly, leave here.
You two think that you can leave here? Not that easy.
Who are you? This is the real figure of dark power.
Suddenly, everywhere was dark. They couldn't see each other.
Selena, where are you?
Seraphia, you are older. That throne was supposed to be yours, but your younger sister took all the power. Don't you think it's an injustice?
Yes, it's really injustice. It's really unfair for my sister, who had to take all the burdens.
A weak person like her can never take the burdens of a queen.
So this time, I have to help her.
Seraphia's mind was too determined. It could do nothing.
Selena, don't let him manipulate you. I will never leave you alone. Sister, yes, you won't have another chance.
The sinister devil was so angry because it couldn't move their minds. it immediately rushed to attack them. However, they really understood each other. Together, they coordinated well and defeated the Dark Tower.
In a distant kingdom, both men and women had long and flowing hair.
It's because the longer their hair, the stronger their magic.
Allow me to introduce Tiffany, the lady with the longest, most beautiful hair. Only those who have watched WOA Fairy Tales channel could be more beautiful than her.
Who could be more beautiful than me?
And so, Tiffany possessed the most magical hair in the kingdom. Tiffany used her hair to perform showy tricks and attract attention. She and the people of the kingdom looked down upon those with short, non-magical hair. In the past, Tiffany used her hair to help others as her mother had advised. Don't hesitate to sacrifice your hair to save those you love. But after her mother's demise, due to a scheme by a group of short-haired individuals, Tiffany changed. She transformed into an obnoxious show-off. Surprisingly, people still adored her. Many suitors proposed to Tiffany. Yet, she only had eyes for Prince Ryder, soon becoming the princess with long hair. Tiffany's vanity grew even more pronounced. She assembled a team of maids solely to tend to her magical hair. The finest hair care elixirs were served for her alone. She compelled Ryder to organize weekly parties for her to flaunt her hair.
Watch this! Behold the radiant glow of my hair!
Nonetheless, Ryder continued to indulge his wife. But everything changed when Tiffany had an accident.
This can't be, isn't it?
When she awoke, the long-haired princess had lost something more precious than her life.
Ah!
Are you awake now?
What did you do to my hair? Who are you?
I'm Tonsa. I found you lost in the forest, Your Highness. Your hair had already vanished by then. I had to bring you here.
Where is here?
The village of Short Hair.
What? I have to stay here?
Hey. If you go back, they would cast you aside. And who's to say they would recognize you?
He isn't wrong. I've lost my hair.
Reluctantly, Tiffany accepted the offer from that young man. To live here, she had to work. Real work, not just using her magical hair. Of course, she couldn't do anything well. Disliking farming, she began serving the long-haired folk. And she truly didn't excel at anything.
How can hair brushing even cause fires?
Despite the hardships, Tiffany didn't dare return. She was too ashamed, and no one recognized her.
Fired again, huh? Come work with me instead.
Before she could start, though...
Newcomer, huh? Your hair isn't even as long as a horse's tail.
Only then did she realize how insufferable she used to be. Surprisingly, Tonsor stood up for her. He even accepted losing his job to save her. Tiffany understood that she had misunderstood the short-haired people. United by their lack of magic, they helped each other willingly. Tonsor and the short-haired people especially helped Tiffany a lot.
Oh hey, who asked for help?
Gradually, a connection formed between the two. One day, Tiffany had to visit the capital alone. No one recognized her as the princess with long hair. And she saw her former husband, Ryder, but he seemed different.
Why does that hair look strange, yet familiar? Is that my hair? It's you! You stole my hair!
Isn't that the princess?
Exactly, that's her face. Obviously, Tiffany was captured immediately.
I never thought you'd still be alive.
It turned out Ryder had lived for a long time. He stole beautiful hair to maintain his youth. Because Tiffany was so famous, he had to trick her into marrying him to fulfill his sinister plan.
I once had your mother's hair. Yours is even better.
The short hairs harmed my mother, didn't they?
I hired those guys. This time's no different. That tonsor should have ended your life. Only then would the hair be truly mine. Once I am powerful enough, I shall seize control of the kingdom's hair magic.
Ryder staged a public trial of Tiffany to deceive the masses.
This short-haired woman has harmed my wife, impersonated her. Bring forth the accusations. Immediate execution. No excuse.
Stop!
Tonsor suddenly appeared, exposing all of Ryder's wrongdoing.
That hair identical to the princess's former locks?
I knew it instantly! A forgery!
And then everyone's hair shall belong to me. And you too.
Tonsor intervened, rushing to Tiffany's aid. But he had to trade his life for hers.
Tonsor!
Do you remember? We've known each other for a long time. It was you who saved me. I've loved you since then. I cut off your hair, deceived the prince and hid you. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
No! No!
Miraculously, Tiffany's emotions triggered her hair's magic.
I know. I can't let you live.
Her hair punished Ryder and returned to her. However, the new magic wasn't powerful enough to save Tonsor.
Don't hesitate to sacrifice your hair to save those you love.
She decided to sacrifice all her hair to harness its full power.
Tiffany?
Though she lost her hair, Tiffany saved the man she loved. And she changed the mindset of the entire kingdom. These two short-haired individuals saved the whole kingdom. From then on, people with long hair and short hair began to live together harmoniously. As for Tiffany, she matured and became the rightful ruler. And oddly enough, her hair started to grow again, allowing her to use it to aid the kingdom once more.
Do you believe in guardian angels? They are the ones who will be by your side, caring for and protecting you throughout your life. Please subscribe to WOA Fairy Tales to follow the story. Today was an important day for 3 apprentice angels named Riley, Nora, and Brooklyn.
Before you officially become guardian angels, you must care for Sasha, a recently departed soul. This is a very special soul, and her reincarnation process needs to go smoothly. Keep going.
The 3 angels couldn't understand why they needed all 3 of them to care for such a small soul. However, they were certain that the Archangel had a worthy reason for it.
Huh? What happened? Where am I? Stay calm. You are in heaven, and we will help you through the reincarnation process. Reincarnation? But...
In the evening before, Sasha was strolling when she got hit by a horse-drawn carriage running at a frightening speed. When she opened her eyes, she found herself in heaven. She couldn't accept that her life had ended so abruptly.
The scar on her face must be from that accident.
All 3 of them led Sasha to the Castle of Designation.
this is your music box.
Huh?
Every soul needs to embrace their destiny and the limited time they have on Earth. After passing away, each soul is given a music box to reflect their life. Within 7 days, our responsibility is to help you compose that music by unfolding the story you narrate. If your music is beautiful, you will be reborn into a life of privilege. If it's ordinary, you will be an ordinary citizen. But if the music is discordant, you might become creatures of the lower realms. The Archangel will be the one to review your music. Is that so?
In the following days, despite the attentive care from the angels, Sasha remained silent and refused to speak. On the 3rd day, Brooklyn had an idea. She created an illusion of Sasha's perfect life in the next incarnation.
Who knows? Maybe you'll become a princess. Wouldn't that be nice?
The enthusiasm from the angels finally convinced Sasha to share her life story. She had a natural talent for music and pursued her passion, despite her mother's disapproval. At the age of 16, she shined when she performed for the king at the city's Grand Theatre. Later, her self-composed and performed music became famous everywhere. But Sasha regretted that she couldn't say goodbye to her mother before leaving this world.
This overwhelming sorrow has left me unable to share my own story.
Now I understand. I will compose a song for you.
Wait, something doesn't feel right. Look closely. These doves are the ones who lied during the creation of their music. Hence, they've been punished. If you lie, you might end up becoming one of these doves. I'm telling the truth!
To verify her words, the 3 angels determined to conjure an illusion of the most crucial moment in Sasha's life. The time when she sang for the king and was asked to recreate that event.
It's too crowded.
Overcoming stage fright and the fear of crowds, she couldn't muster the courage to raise her voice in song.
I can't do it. I just can't. I knew she was lying. Come on, we need to help Sasha complete the melody of her life with honesty.
On Sasha's side, she kept running and running, avoiding facing the truth about herself. She hid amidst a cluster of clouds, evading for 2 whole days. News of a runaway soul reached the ears of the Archangel.
Why did you let Sasha escape like that?
Sir, Sasha told a lie.
This is not good. Go quickly and find her. Otherwise, graduation is out of the question.
Mikey, a cherub who tends to doves, overheard their conversation. Looks like I'm getting a new dove soon. Off you go, find Sasha. By the 7th day, the flock of doves had located Sasha's hiding place.
Huh?
How long did you plan on running?
No, stay away!
Huh?
Unintentionally, she stumbled upon a mirror of truth, forcing her to confront her most dreadful memories. Sasha's family were impoverished farmers. They discouraged her from including in lofty dreams, and instead urged her to find a stable job.
Huh?
Thus, they forbade her from singing. Nevertheless, Sasha rebelled against her mother's wishes and entered a music contest. There, she was terrified by the audience and the stern judges. Unable to sing, she discovered she suffered from stage fright. In a rush, Sasha tried to escape but tripped and gained a scar on her face. Afterward, Sasha's self-esteem plummeted. She retreated to a simple life, only daring to sing in the presence of close family. Throughout her life, her melody remained incomplete. Thanks to this mirror, I've learned the truth about you. From now on, you belong to my dove flock. Sasha lost all memories of her past life, blindly following Mikey. The trio of angels searched futilely for Sasha everywhere.
We might never graduate after all.
Then, when they saw Mikey with a new dove, the dove bore a scar on its face, just like Sasha.
Look, it seems Mikey has turned Sasha into that dove.
They temporarily used a control spell on Mikey and rescued Sasha just in time. However, Sasha now remembered nothing and couldn't speak anymore.
Our only choice is to take Sasha to the memory vault.
The memory vault contained every soul's recollections.
Gather around.
The three angels flew into an endless void. They diligently collected the shattered pieces of Sasha's memories and pieced them together into a complete painting. However, 3 radiant fragments flew automatically into the hands of Riley, Brooklyn, and Nora. It was as if these memories were meant for them alone, and they were plunged into past illusions. In a moment when Sasha was rejected at the singing contest, she visited a park and sang alone. Unbeknownst to Sasha, her soothing melody had consoled a crippled girl on her final day. Following a quarrel with her mother about her lack of talent, Sasha stumbled upon an abandoned cat and adopted it. She cared for the cat daily and sang to it. The cat fell ill and passed away, causing Sasha immense grief. Sasha had once helped a troubled child from an unhappy family. She would visit the child daily, singing to bring joy. But the child disappeared unexpectedly. Since then, Sasha shied away from making friends and lived in self-doubt.
So, we're the people Sasha helped in the past.
After all 3 passed away in their previous lives, they became angels due to their pure and virtuous souls. Yet, they had forgotten Sasha, who had comforted them with her singing in their final moments. This was the true reason why the Archangel wanted them to care for Sasha. Sasha regained her memories and returned to her former self.
I'm truly sorry, everyone. I've always been burdened by the meaningless life I've led, which made me unable to face the truth.
But your voice carried us through those dark days.
You have a gift. Just believe in yourself.
Finally, they succeeded in composing the perfect melody based on Sasha's life.
I'm ready now. Please listen.
However, the music abruptly stopped midway.
The reason this song can't continue is that Sasha is still alive. This was my plan to help you regain your confidence. Also, for the trio of angels to recognize their benefactor. From now on, you're officially guardians, protecting Sasha and humanity.
Sasha had the chance to live once more. One life was enough for her to live passionately with her dreams. In the end, she completed her magnificent melody. She knew that as long as she did good, there would always be guardian angels by her side, watching over her. Once upon a time, there was a legendary friendship between humans and unicorns. It was a friendship between Queen Nebula and the unicorn maiden Emma. The two of them played and confided in each other like kindred spirits. Nebula shared with Emma about the splendid life in the castle, while Emma shared with the Queen about her mysterious planet, Starlight. One day, the connection between them vanished. Since then, no one ever mentioned this friendship again. It's said that Emma lives on a distant planet in a galaxy called Starlight. There is only one season throughout the year, and that is spring. The grass, trees, flowers, and leaves are always fresh, covering everything in a pleasant green. It is also the home of the unicorn tribe. They adorn themselves with smooth fur and sharp, colourful horns. Emma has a daughter named Aurora, who is even more extraordinary. Aurora has a 7-coloured horn and a beautiful coat. She has the skill of riding the wind on clouds with utmost proficiency. This is what worries Emma deeply.
Aurora, on the night of the fullest moon, you must leave here.
Why is that, Mother?
Emma could only embrace Aurora and cry. The fateful day finally arrived. As Emma led Aurora out of the house, a group of unfamiliar unicorns attacked.
Run quickly!
Emma and Aurora ran to the edge of the abyss, the boundary between Starlight and Earth. They looked at each other and made a determined leap into the chasm. As Emma prepared to jump, she was suddenly struck by the unicorn's enchantment. With no other choice, Aurora's mother fought with all her might to protect her.
Mother!
Before taking her final breath, Emma used all her strength to push Aurora away from the planet Starlight and transformed her into a human form to escape the pursuit of the wicked. Falling to Earth, Aurora woke up to find herself lying in the middle of a forest, her memories lost.
Where is this?
Aurora suddenly heard a sound, and it turned out to be a young man who was hunting. The soldiers were wary of Aurora's strange appearance, but this young man was not. I am Liam, the prince of this kingdom. What is your name? Where are you from? I will take you back.
I don't know.
Then come back to my castle for treatment of your injuries. Afterwards, I will find a way to take you back. Upon arriving at the castle, Liam took care of Aurora attentively. From now on, I shall call you Aurora for easier address. It was a remarkable coincidence that it matched her name from the planet Starlight, although she had no knowledge of it.
I like this name.
Every day, Liam brought the most nourishing food for Aurora. Just be yourself. However, due to the instinct of the unicorn species, Aurora still inhabited some peculiar actions that frightened many. Liam patiently instructed Aurora on how to hold the knife and fork correctly. Fortunately, Aurora quickly grasped everything, astonishing everyone. On another occasion, Prince Liam organized a horse racing competition, and Aurora was extremely fascinated. 3, 2, 1, start! Aurora, let me teach you how to ride a horse. Hold on to this rein. Let's go! The two ventured into the forest, enjoying the scenery and engaging in cheerful conversation. Aurora realized that her heart raced with excitement when she was by Liam's side, and Liam felt the same. Aurora, let me stay by your side and take care of you. Aurora was surprised by the sudden proposal from Prince Liam, but deep in her heart, she silently accepted that love. However, something urged Aurora in her mind that she could not belong to this earth. Every night when Aurora fell into a deep sleep, she often had nightmares. Aurora woke up abruptly, tears streaming from her eyes.
Why am I crying? What does that planet have to do with me? Who is that suffering woman?
Aurora thought for a moment and decided to find the answers. She recorded all the information and images she saw in her dreams. Every day, she would take them out and read in hopes of recalling something. On a beautiful day, Aurora took a walk in the forest and came across an old horse being surrounded by a group of hunters. Without hesitation, Aurora quickly rushed to protect the horse. Involuntarily, Aurora's lost memories appeared before her, through the invisible threads connecting all species. Those memories were awakened. Everything was vivid and pure. Aurora remembered everything, her roots and origins.
I must return to the planet Starlight once more to find the one who harmed my mother.
Immediately, Aurora revealed everything to Prince Liam, how she had regained all her memories. Liam's face changed suddenly, and he appeared worried. Do not worry, I will find every way to help you return. That night, while Aurora was tossing and turning, she saw Prince Liam entering the room.
What is the prince planning to do? What are you doing? Are you planning to take my horn so I can never return to my planet? I will never forgive you!
Aurora didn't allow Liam to explain. She wiped away her tears and ran straight out of the castle, heading towards the forest. Above the full moon shone its light directly onto Aurora. She ran and stretched her neck, suddenly transforming into her unicorn form. Aurora approached a mountain peak, leaped up onto a cloud, and flew straight back to the planet Starlight. As soon as Aurora set foot on her beloved planet, she was attacked by a group of unicorns.
Finally, you have returned. Ha 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 ha! Capture her for me.
In a dark room, Aurora sat and wept uncontrollably. Suddenly, Liam's voice spoke up.
Aurora, Aurora!
Liam had followed Aurora and clung onto the cloud to accompany her back here. The Unicorn Lord wants to capture you as a sacrifice to the divine spirits.
A sacrifice to the divine spirits?
In the past, your mother and mine were close friends. They met regularly. When your mother became pregnant, she came to my mother for help.
The child I'm carrying would bring misfortune to the planet. On the night of the fullest moon, the child had to become a sacrifice to dispel the ill fate. Nebula, please help me protect this child. Never let it return to that dangerous place.
After that, my mother was secretly discovered by the Unicorn Lord and forbidden from coming to Earth. My mother anxiously awaited news of your arrival, fearing for your health.
On the upcoming full moon, a unicorn girl will fall into this forest. She is Aurora. Please take care of and protect her in my place.
Mother? That's why from the beginning, Liam named her Aurora, even though she didn't remember her name. Liam didn't seem like a stranger by Aurora's side. Most importantly, Liam wanted to take Aurora's horn so that she wouldn't have to endure the torment of her past.
I'm sorry for misunderstanding you.
Let's leave this place.
Don't even think about escaping.
Suddenly, a radiant glow emanated from Aurora. She yelled and used her horn to shoot a spell that shattered the prison door. Liam was freed, and Aurora quickly lifted him onto her back, and they ran swiftly. They reached the edge of the abyss, the border between starlight and earth, where Aurora had once escaped from the forces of evil.
Should I jump into that abyss once again? Liam is a human, and if we jump from this height, he won't survive.
Ha 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 ha! Keep running.
The Unicorn Lord cast a spell towards Aurora, and she swiftly rose, retaliating with her horn. But his power was too strong. The Unicorn Lord continued his attack on Aurora, and Liam rushed forward to shield her, causing him to fall from the abyss. The Unicorn Lord laughed triumphantly, exerting all his strength to create a magical sphere to capture Aurora.
Prepare for the divine sacrifice, Aurora!
Aurora stretched her neck, kicked her legs, and aimed her horn directly at the sphere. Suddenly, the magical sphere cracked, and all the magic burst out, reversing its effect on the Unicorn Lord, causing him to disintegrate. The shockwave of the explosion was so powerful that it shook the ground, causing Aurora and Liam to fall into the abyss. Aurora swiftly reached out and embraced him. Both fell to earth, and Liam gradually regained consciousness. He was in anguish when he saw Aurora by his side. Aurora, please wake up! Liam suddenly remembered the act of taking Aurora's horn. I have a solution! Saying so, Liam took out a knife from his person and transformed Aurora back into a human form. You're awake!
Where am I? Who are you?
Because she saved Liam, Aurora lost her memories once again. But Liam was still happy, as he could be with her forever. Aurora no longer had to endure painful memories. Allow me to introduce. This is Earth, and I am Liam, the one who has silently loved you for a long time. From now on, let's call you Aurora. The two would learn about each other again, fall in love from the beginning, and live happily together forever. The story ends here. Don't forget...
Once upon a time, in a beautiful kingdom, there were two twin princesses named Mona and Lisa. They were known for being extremely beautiful, gentle, innocent, and immature. In the eyes of everyone, the two of them were like white swans, beautiful and flawless.
Oh, our princesses, how lovely they are.
One day, the king organized the 20-year-old's birthday celebration for two princesses, Mona and Lisa. There were many wealthy men, as well as nobles, appeared to introduce themselves, and they hoped to catch the true princess's eyes. Among them, there was an elegant young man named Sully, who took the initiative to talk to Princess Mona.
It's my honor to meet you, Princess Mona.
My pleasure. And you are?
Your Highness, I am Sully, a noble from Bala. I'm so fortunate to have the opportunity to attend your birthday.
I really appreciate your attendance at my party. What an honor.
Princess Mona, your smile is so beautiful, shining like a sun. It will be the most meaningful thanked gift in my life if I can be with you and see that smile every day.
You're
exaggerating. I'm just a little princess.
Mona, do you know that there is a royal family member kidnapped case in the neighboring country?
I knew it. Princess Liam is a good friend. Poor him. But why are you bringing this up?
Don't worry. If you have me by your side, that will never happen to you.
Thank you, but...
I heard rumors that the Moonlight Knight was the one who kidnapped Prince Liam. With such an evil sly, I am sure that I will be able to defeat him.
Sir, where did you hear the rumor? I don't think the Moonlight Knight would do such a terrible thing.
For me, those who rob people, no matter what they rob, from the rich or poor, they are always crimes. They are all pathetic losers.
Realizing her sister was in need of help, her older sister, Princess Lisa, immediately understood and freed her sister from this awkward situation.
Huh? Oh no! Oh, I'm sorry for interrupting, but I'll have to take her to change clothes. Please forgive me.
No worries. Take your time. I can wait.
After returning to their private room, the two princesses, Mona and Lisa, returned to their true self.
It's so frustrating. He said the Moonlight Knight was nothing more than ordinary bandits. He even blamed us for kidnapping Liam.
Huh?
What does he know about the Moonlight Knights? He even asked to stand up for me. Where does he get such confidence? What can someone who brags about his family background and unimaginable powers do when he meets the Moonlight Knight? I really want to see his face when he finds out who we are. He dared to smear us. Those who are prejudiced against Moonlight Knight are definitely bad guys. Of course, the Moonlight Knights have always acted in good faith, helping the poor people. It is unacceptable to hear his words. I have to teach him a lesson. It's showtime.
Going back to the party room, Sully was still the one who was the fastest to approach the two princesses. However, he did not know that he was in the sights of two naughty princesses. Mona chose a beautiful cream cake, but accidentally or intentionally, the cake fell to the ground.
Please, Princess, let me handle this.
Just waiting for that, Princess Lisa just pushed a little bit.
Huh?
The young man immediately paid for what he had said.
Oh my god. Oh no!
Princess, you two...
We are so sorry. It's my fault. I'm so sorry.
But, well, that's okay. I don't blame you two. Excuse me, Princess. I'll probably have to leave first for today's party.
If you need compensation for the shirt, please leave a message for us. We will pay for it.
Princess Mona, you don't need to do that. Forgive me, I have to leave.
With such a smooth plan, it was not easy for someone like Sully to realize that he had been plotted by two princesses.
We nailed it!
The two princesses suddenly found a very mysterious message.
Tonight in the forest, the Eastern Wooden House. 200,000 gold coins. Confidential transactions. No delay.
Why do words seem so dangerous? Where did this thing come from? The two princesses did not take long to guess the owner of this message.
Sully!
I begin to have a bad feeling about what's going to happen tonight.
How can those who think badly of the Moonlight Knight be good?
So the Moonlight Knights have to figure it out carefully. Any carelessness and regret are not allowed.
That's what I mean!
The Moonlight Knight went to the appointed place before the time indicated on the piece of paper, and she discovered a wooden house in the pine forest. The Moonlight Knight saw a delinquent sitting in front of the house, and he was dozing off. She approached the wooden house and discovered that there was a person inside with a cloth sack covering his head and tied to a chair. The knight sneaked in and opened the cloth sack to discover that the person was Prince Liam, who was kidnapped in the neighboring country. Liam, are you Liam?
Help!
He is the real Liam.
They kidnapped him. At this moment, a cage collapsed, trapping the two inside. It turned out that this place had set up a trap waiting for her to arrive. In an instant, a few rough guys appeared, including the handsome and elegant Sully.
Well, well, well. Let's see who we've just caught. This outfit, you must be the legendary Moonlight Knight, mustn't you?
Did you know I would come to this place?
I knew you would come here. No, not at all. This trap is set for any curious person who has accidentally picked up our transaction messages. I accidentally dropped something so important. How can I let go of those curious and brave people? Your appearance is indeed beyond my judgment. God sent me a wonderful gift.
Why did you catch Liam and bring him here?
Huh. Anyway, since you're about to be eliminated, I'll be pleased to reveal a bit of information to you. I didn't just kidnap Liam. I want to capture Princess Mona, too. Think about it. What will happen if Prince Liam is appearing here, then being eliminated in this country?
War? You want war?
Why not? Your two countries are at war, and we will stand to provide weapons and get benefits.
We always thought that magic would make everything in life easier, but in fact, would this be true in all cases? Or would it make things even more complicated? Let's find out with WOA Fairy Tales. Once upon a time, there were two kingdoms that existed in parallel and lived peacefully together, named Human Land and Wonderland. Unlike Human Land, where humans lived and there was no magic existed, Wonderland was the land of mystical creatures possessing magic. If a person in Wonderland fell in love and vowed to live with the other half of Human Land, that person would lose all magic. Of course, Giselle, the optimistic princess of Wonderland, was no exception when she decided to marry Philip, the courageous prince of Human Land.
My dear, I know you love Philip very much, but if you take all your magic from now on, you will no longer be able to talk to animals, give life to trees, control things.
Don't worry about me. I believe that if Philip is by my side, I will always be ready to adapt and overcome any difficulties in the future.
Okay, I hope you and Philip can live happily together. And this is my gift to you. Keep it carefully.
I will! Thank Father, I love you!
After stripping all magic, Giselle and Philip entered the magical door and returned to Human Land, to the welcome of everyone. However, when Giselle was about to turn out small gifts to give to her subjects, she realized her magic had gone.
Giselle, are you okay?
Nothing. I just haven't gotten used to the absence of magic.
It's okay. With me by your side, I believe you will soon get used to life here.
Giselle nodded and started living a magic-free life with Philip from here. Soon after getting married, Philip had to travel to visit neighboring countries. Only Giselle stayed at the palace and learned to adapt to life. However, things were more difficult than she imagined. For example, Giselle couldn't make beautiful clothes by herself, so she cut the curtains to sew a lovely dress for herself. Or when she had trouble cooking, she tried to call the squirrels and birds to help, but because they could not understand her words, they accidentally destroyed the kitchen and caused a fire in the palace. After everyone put out the fire, Giselle apologized to the maids and sadly returned to her room.
I wish Philip were here right now. If I had magic, these troubles wouldn't have happened.
When Giselle's tears fell on the necklace, suddenly the necklace gave off a magical light and turned into a wand.
Princess Giselle, I am the magic wand, a gift from your father. Knowing that you would have trouble living here, so he gave me to you. To help you perform all the magic you wished for, if you could give treasures of equal value. I can help you fulfill all your wishes, except for saving or harming anyone. Is that true? If so, my wish is to have the ability to talk to all living things. Even though I'm very sad at the moment, I don't want people to worry, so I hope I can talk to the animals like before. Okay, I will help you with this, but the price you have to pay is your wedding ring. The ring? But this is the treasure of my love with Philip. But I've been wanting to confide with someone lately. So sorry, Philip. I have to give the ring to the magic wand.
Immediately upon obtaining the ring, the magic wand granted her wish.
Princess Giselle, don't be sad. We're always here to help you.
Little chipmunk, now I can hear your voice again. Thank you so much, magic wand.
However, Giselle did not expect that her wish made it possible for all people in Humanland to hear the voices of animals, because her wish lacked a subject.
Ah, I can hear the birds thanking us for feeding them. Yes, I can also hear you talking.
Seeing everyone so happy, Giselle thought the magic was working well on everyone, so she went out to chat with the animals without noticing a dark smoke billowing from the magic wand. With the magic wand, Giselle gradually regained her confidence in Humanland. However, Giselle's wishes gradually increased, as she thought that the people of Humanland needed more magic to live happier lives. So, she traded her taste buds to help the plants have souls, care for themselves, and harvest for each other. Giselle even traded her laughter to help people have a more brilliant winter festival with more fairy miracles. Unfortunately, the more Giselle wished, the more she felt that her body was tired, irritable, and had a dark smoke emanating from her body. Moreover, although Giselle's wish came from kindness, Humanland was a land of humans, so they couldn't get used to the magic created by her, so their life was gradually turned upside down and disordered. Therefore, the people were very upset and criticized her magic, making Giselle feel extremely pitiful, resentful, and increasingly losing her temper. Even when Philip arrived and rushed to see his wife's situation, it could not stop Giselle, who was gradually losing control. Giselle, please calm down.
Get out of the way! I'm just helping people throw a party, but look at them! They're not understanding my good intentions, even criticizing me.
It's not like that, Giselle. I apologize for not being with you during those times, but I believe they only had a little misunderstanding and difficulty when they came into contact with the magic.
It's also hard for me without you by my side and having to live in a place where magic doesn't exist. I tried to be happy while being sad, but they just had a little trouble with magic and they were already screaming. So, with this wand, I wish everyone in Humanland lived in a magical world like Wonderland to understand me better. But this wish of yours is too big. You must trade your most precious thing, Princess. There's nothing more important than proving that a magical life like Wonderland will make life better here. Grant this witch magic wand. Okay, if you want.
As Giselle swung her wand to grant her wish, the entire Wonderland gradually appeared and released many fairy characters into the human world. However, that huge source of magic caused the people to panic, and the whole festival seemed to be completely destroyed. While Giselle was happy with her wish, she suddenly heard a scream.
Prince Philip, please wake up! Get out of here before those roses hurt you!
What happened to Philip? What happened?
Philip is the price you have to pay when you want human land to be a magical place like Wonderland. So I just put him into an eternal slumber. As an adequate compromise, you should be happy.
But I didn't expect that the person who had to pay for my rash actions was Philip. Magic wand! Please bring Philip back at any cost!
Nothing of you can take Philip's life now. Just as I have reminded before, I can't save.
Hearing the magic wand's words, Giselle seemed to collapse and looked towards the chaotic scene before her.
You see, Princess, although you meant well to everyone, because of your reckless and immature actions, you caused unpredictable consequences, causing everything to gradually become chaotic.
I understood my mistake. Please put things back the way they were.
But if that's the case, you will have to give up all your magic once again.
I think, even though the absence of magic brings me a lot of trouble, but if I keep this magic, there will be many people who will suffer because of my selfish actions, including Philip. As for Philip, I vow to take care of him for the rest of my life to make up for my shortcomings.
Little princess, you finally understood your lesson.
Father!
From the magical gate, Giselle's father cheerfully appeared and used the magic wand to turn everything back to the way it was. After completing the restoration of human land, Giselle's father walked over to Giselle and Philip and helped the son-in-law to regain consciousness.
Little princess, first I'd like to apologize that we intentionally gave you this wand as a connection to magic in order to see if you're really alright living in human land. And although a lot of unfortunate things have happened, you must be very happy to see things return to the way they were. And I believe you have learned a valuable lesson for yourself after all this.
I knew my mistakes and understood how important it is to adapt to change. It's not about making things work according to my own preferences, but always having a purpose to act positively towards both myself and others.
Above all, life's greatest enemy is yourself. Therefore, you should learn to rise up on your own. Then your fear will completely disappear.
After that, Giselle gradually learned to control her emotions, and once again tried to better herself while living in human land. In the end, Giselle became a talented queen, standing side by side with King Philip, bringing peace to both kingdoms.
Fairy's Kingdom of Lumina was a place that existed between two opposite realms, light and darkness, day butterflies and night butterflies. In the morning light, the day butterflies devoted all their efforts to building and cultivating flowers and grass. With each blooming flower, pollen was produced, nourishing not only the day butterflies, but also preserving the exquisite beauty of Lumina. As night fell, the night butterflies emerged. They carried the noble responsibility of guarding the soul gems and protecting the kingdom from evil. Their work seemed simple and insignificant in the eyes of the day butterflies. But in reality, it was of utmost importance. They were the guardians of darkness, maintaining tranquility in the midst of silent nights. However, the day butterflies often looked down upon the night butterflies.
Are you done resting? Step aside and let us work. Hey, don't talk nonsense. Ignore her, Gypsy.
They had to live underground while the day butterflies resided in beautiful flower houses. Night butterflies were only allowed to venture out at night and were not invited to participate in the festive celebrations of the day butterflies. Under the leadership of Queen Vanessa, the fairies diligently worked without interacting with each other. However, on a strange day, Queen Vanessa suddenly disappeared and never returned.
What do we do now? We've been searching for Queen Vanessa for the past 3 months. There's no other choice. We'll have to elect a new queen.
The position of queen has always belonged to the day butterflies because they considered themselves superior to the night butterflies.
We nominate Fleur, the most outstanding fairy, as the new queen. Does anyone object? I object. Don't you see how unfair this is? Night butterflies can perform just as well as day butterflies. We demand that Gypsy be allowed to run in this election alongside Fleur. Yes. Don't bite off more than you can chew. Are you afraid of losing already?
But deep down, their eyes still held memories of a broken friendship. Long ago, Gypsy and Fleur were kindred spirits, bound by an inseparable friendship.
When we grow up, we will become day butterflies together. Yes, let's always be together.
They trained together diligently, honing their skills as butterflies to prepare for the power assessment. However, Fleur's love for gardening made her more suited to be a day butterfly. While Gypsy's courage and extraordinary attack magic made her a night butterfly.
Oh, Fleur, I didn't know this would happen.
But due to the change in job nature, the two gradually grew apart. Fleur no longer wanted to talk to Gypsy.
In the end, our promise doesn't mean anything to you anymore, does it?
The competition began, and in the first round, Fleur was favored over Gypsy.
Let's go.
What? Harvesting pollen? That's Fleur's job. She'd definitely do it better than me. If you don't want to compete anymore, then quit.
With the exquisite skills of a day butterfly, Fleur effortlessly harvested a lot of pollen, while Gypsy clumsily struggled and couldn't keep up with Fleur's speed.
So angry! Ah!
Suddenly, a male demon king appeared in the desolate hills. Hello, little girl. Are you facing any difficulties?
A demon? Stay away from me! I won't hesitate to strike you.
Come on, I can really help you. Do you want to win or lose?
Go away! I don't need your help!
With her unwavering integrity, Gypsy refused the Demon King and accepted defeat against Fleur in the first round. In the second round of the competition, Fleur and Gypsy were required to defeat a swamp monster living near the kingdom. Gypsy skillfully used her enchanting magic to easily defeat the creature, while Fleur, filled with fear, hid behind a bush. She was naturally timid, only interested in gardening and beauty, so she reluctantly accepted her defeat in anything related to fighting.
Seems like you're still as timid as before, huh? You will lose anyway. A butterfly of the night is not worthy of being a queen. Well, with that kind of attitude, don't blame me.
Their fate was decided in the final round. However, the organizers once again showed favoritism towards Fleur.
In In this round, both of you will search for the legendary Rainbow Beehive. It only appears at night in a secret location.
That sounds quite unfair. The daytime fairies are already familiar with the forest territory due to their frequent trading and socializing.
As I said before, if you don't want to compete, then quit.
It's all right, everyone. I will definitely find the Rainbow Beehive.
How can you find it? You don't even know where it is. Bye-bye.
Fleur's confidence stemmed from her prior knowledge of the Rainbow Beehive's location. Meanwhile, Gypsy felt neglected, filled with anger and despair. In a moment of lost hope, the Demon King appeared. So, do you want to win now?
Stay away!
By this point, does integrity still matter? Don't you want to change the fate of the night butterflies? You're a brave fairy, Gypsy, and I know that only you deserve to be the queen.
All right, just tell me.
The plan is like this. I will magically take you directly to the location of the Rainbow Beehive without the need to search for it. As for you, just call upon your fellow night butterflies to hinder Fleur.
Gypsy found herself in an endless green meadow in the sky. It turned out to be an invisible garden. Gypsy gently picked up the beehive, her heart filled with joy and excitement. She returned with the hive, unaware of the dreadful event that had occurred. While the night butterflies were obstructing Fleur, the sacred altar containing the soul gems was left unguarded, allowing the male demon king to sneak in. Ha 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 ha! You have fallen into my trap. It is I, Vanessa. According to the rules, the beautiful queen could not exceed 45 years old. So, as Queen Vanessa's term was ending, she feared losing her power and studied dark magic to regain her youth. However, due to her lack of mastery in dark magic, during her training, Vanessa became corrupted and transformed into the Demon King. He changed and became obsessed with dark magic, seeking to dominate the world and seize the soul gems of the Kingdom of Lumina.
Oh, Supreme Soul Gems, grant me the power to control these fairies.
I won't let you get away with this!
Capture her!
With the invincible power of the rainbow honey, Gypsy successfully subdued Fleur and brought her to the altar of the soul gems.
It's all my fault. I miss you so much. I just wish things could go back to how they were.
Gypsy's pure tear, filled with genuine love, possessed extraordinary power. It submerged Fleur in pure affection between soulmates and resolved the misunderstanding.
Gypsy, what happened?
Fleur, I'm so sorry.
In their warm embrace, Gypsy and Fleur resolved their past conflicts. It turned out that that Fleur stopped talking to Gypsy because she saw Gypsy growing closer to Lily.
Those day butterflies are so arrogant and domineering, especially that little Fleur. I hate them.
Fleur had run away without knowing that Gypsy defended her and scolded Lily for speaking nonsense. The childish conflicts were completely resolved, and Gypsy and Fleur realized that friendship and unity were the most important things.
To defeat the power of the soul gems, we need a weapon crafted from the wings of the strongest and most determined female fairies. I understand now. Help me detach my wings. No, you'll lose all your power. Everything will be fine. Promise me that you'll bring peace to this kingdom. I'm so sorry, Gypsy. Fleur, live the rest of your life in a good way. Gypsy, please, wake up, please.
Fleur's heart was filled with excruciating pain. She had reached her limit. Gypsy's sacrifice couldn't be in vain. Fleur cast away her cowardice.
I will definitely defeat him.
Fleur returned with the twin swords, ready for the final battle. Each strike carried the determination and love for Gypsy and the kingdom.
How brave you are! We'll see about that.
This place! I will not tolerate any more darkness! Yeah!
The decisive strike from Fleur carried the power and light of bravery. The Demon King was completely defeated. The fairies awakened from the manipulation. They gathered at the altar of the soul gems. Everyone was deeply saddened by the departure of a brave soul. Together, they infused energy into the broken wings. The light from the wings shone brightly, full of hope. Fleur quickly reattached the wings to Gypsy's body, and she was revived.
Huh? Everyone's here. Did we win? Yes, we won. Thank you, Gypsy. From now on, you're not allowed to abandon me anymore.
Gypsy and Fleur became co-queens, ruling over the butterfly realm. A just society was established, encouraging everyone to unleash their power and talents.
Don't forget to...
What would happen if one day Barbie was adopted by a vampire family? Subscribe to WOA Fairy Tale to follow Barbie's story. Barbie is a young orphaned girl who lives in an orphanage. Because of her exceptional beauty, she was adored by everyone. Many people want to adopt her, but Barbie continues to decline their offers. She harbors a longing for the day when her grandmother, Ruth, will have the means to take her away. Every month, she is visited by her grandmother.
Keep our meetings a secret, my dear.
When will I see you again, Grandma? Lately I've been feeling so peculiar. I fear I might be losing my mind.
Be patient, my dear. You will soon find the answers you seek.
However, Grandma has been absent for quite some time, and instead, Barbie encounters an enigmatic and eerie family. The father is Jordan, the mother is Sandra, and their daughter is Buffy. They openly express their desire to adopt her.
No way! Where is my grandma?
It turns out they are descendants of Grandma Ruth, and also Barbie's true family. What's even more astonishing is that they are all vampires. Sadly, Grandma Ruth passed away due to an attack from a rival vampire clan. they lost a key member and are now facing a great danger. She left a will, bequeathing all her assets to Barbie.
Huh?
From now on, Barbie must be adopted into the family. She is the heir. Barbie went from one surprise to another. However, to protect the legacy her grandmother left behind, Barbie decided to go along with this family.
Is this a vampire castle? It's so terrifying! Quickly, drink this. It will help reveal the true forms of vampires.
Huh?
Ah! Fool! Vampires don't cast reflections in mirrors.
Henceforth, Barbie won't be able to gaze upon her own beauty.
Why am I lying in a coffin like this?
It turns out, vampires sleep during the day and are active at night.
All right, I'll just have to endure it. But this room is exceedingly unsightly. Much better!
Although Barbie is the leader, she finds herself isolated within her family.
You're excessively tender-hearted and indecisive. You're hardly fit for a leadership role.
Barbie can even perceive their emotions as colors, thanks to her unique ability. After observing for many days, Barbie realizes that this family consistently radiates somber emotions, as if they must suppress their true selves to appear serious. This sharply contrasts with Barbie's confidence.
There's something on your face. What? My beauty?
She disregards their taunts and continues to express her uniqueness. Dress stylishly and unconventionally, and live in harmony with her true nature, further intensifying the friction between her and her family. Barbie cannot accept their dark and apathetic way of life. Nor does she wish to engage in hunting and consuming gruesome food like them. Conversely, they are incapable of comprehending Barbie's flamboyant sense of aesthetics. Mr. Jordan and Mrs. Sandra are very strict with their daughter.
Ada, how can we defeat our enemies like this?
Buffy has grown indifferent towards everything. Only Barbie knows the truth. And perhaps Buffy, like Sandra and Jordan, they are also imposing themselves too much into a mold. Each day, Barbie and her family train to combat the attacks of rival vampire clans. However, despite her relentless efforts, Barbie is unable to match their strength. Consequently, Barbie concentrates on her other unique abilities.
Come on, Barbie. If you persist in this manner, Grandma Ruth's legacy will crumble.
Barbie firmly believes that they are making the mistake of imposing themselves without exploring their individual personalities. Living like this brings them no happiness. Barbie is determined to help everyone reconcile and express themselves more freely. She presents Buffy with an instrument, recognizing her passion for music. Barbie's uninhibited expression of herself begins to have a positive influence on Buffy. Barbie aids Sandra in discovering her love for flowers and assists Jordan in pursuing his passion for research and reading without constraint. Gradually, the family becomes more harmonious. Barbie encourages everyone to freely express their unique traits. They develop together. On the night of the village festival, Barbie encourages Buffy to perform for the villagers.
I doubt the villagers will appreciate me.
Sandra was once subjected to mistreatment by the villagers due to her eerie appearance. Sandra does not want Buffy to endure being regarded as an outcast as she once did.
Yet you possess genuine musical talent. Do not allow anything to hinder you.
Consequently, Buffy musters the courage to perform in front of the villagers. And the entire family joyfully dances together.
Ruth is no more, and there is no one left to shield you. Surrender all your assets to us.
Everyone, go ahead! I shall obstruct their path! You shall not seize our abode!
We shall employ our full might to combat them!
I do not believe that is a wise course of action. The strength of a vampire is contingent upon their unique abilities.
For instance, Barbie's strength has been unveiled through her commitment to living authentically.
Therefore, let each of you harness your individual passions. There is no need for violence.
They argue amongst themselves as the invaders draw near, threatening to breach the door.
Cease your quarreling at once.
Ruth's apparition recounts tales of the past. Her daughter, Barbie's mother, was much like her.
Why do you persist in eccentric attire? Can you not behave in a more conventional manner? I no longer wish to lead such a life, Mother. I aspire to explore the world and spread positivity to all. Discontinue the use of that emotion-reading ability. It's futile.
This marked the final meeting between Ruth and her daughter. Ruth had secretly searched for her for a long time. However, in the end, she discovered that Barbie's mother had passed away, leaving only her granddaughter behind. Ruth was profoundly saddened and remorseful. The generations of imposition and repression had caused her descendants to suffer. Ruth had protected Barbie and included her in the will, believing that with her benevolence and freedom to express her true self, Barbie could bring about change within the family.
It was also my plan to introduce Barbie to the new family and continue developing the legacy I left behind. I understand now. Thank you, Mother, and thank you, Barbie.
They all proceed to follow Barbie's advice. Sandra uses carnivorous plants to deter the invading forces. Buffy plays her instrument, causing them to dance uncontrollably. Just then, Jordan cleverly leads them into the traps he has set. Barbie, with her extraordinary ability, manipulates their thoughts and compels them to depart. From that point forward, Barbie lives happily with her new family. They respect each other's preferences. Petite cakes are not useless, and those who appear peculiar and unique are not to be feared. Barbie will forever cherish the moment she came into existence. She opened her eyes in a dim and dusty factory, and the first person she laid eyes upon was Seth. She was his masterpiece, a flawless human-like doll of mesmerizing beauty. Seth breathed life into Barbie, transforming her into a doll with a beating heart, capable of experiencing human emotions. Join WOA Fairy Tale to discover what happens next. In the following days and months, Barbie lived joyously by Seth's side. He meticulously cared for her, brushing her hair every day and dressing her in the most extravagant gowns. Seth loved Barbie so much that he made her the standard for creating Barbie World, a world filled with stunning human-like dolls that could move and converse like real people. In Barbie World, beauty was revered, and Barbie, being the most beautiful doll, was deeply respected, second only to Seth. Seth possessed many exquisite dolls, yet he always showered Barbie with his special attention and care. Despite being closely controlled in her actions, gestures, and appearance. Barbie reassured herself that she was truly happy by Seth's side. One day, Livia, a doll who had always been envious of Barbie's beauty, asked Seth to alter her face. And now she looked even more flawless than Barbie.
Look at Livia! It's as if her face had been magically transformed.
She looks so stunning. I wish I could have my face altered like Livia.
You're beautiful, Livia. Your perfect face shows that my factory is becoming increasingly advanced.
Thank you, Seth. You truly are the best.
Seth, have you finished making my new dress?
Can you see I'm busy? Leave, Barbie.
Is she that important to you? I am your most perfect creation.
No, I'm still not entirely satisfied with your appearance.
Not satisfied? Then go ahead and fix my face. Keep fixing it until I become the most beautiful.
Seth examined Barbie and remarked that her face could still be even more beautiful. Her nose needed to be higher, her eyes needed to be larger, and there were many things that needed fixing. Barbie suddenly felt an urge of insecurity because she had always believed she was already perfect, never realizing her own flaws. A technical glitch had occurred in the factory, affecting Barbie's face by half.
Ah! What has happened, Seth?
I'm sorry, but now you hold no value to me, nor do you meet the standards to remain in Barbie World.
Please don't banish me from Barbie World. This life means everything to me.
Don't you understand? Your face is ruined. Put on the mask and leave. Don't make me see your ugliness.
After leaving, Barbie wandered into the dark land where only imperfect dolls resided. She discovered that these were the discarded creations secretly tormented by Seth. It turned out that the success rate of facial modifications at Seth's factory was low, resulting in many failures. In this place, the rejected dolls lived freely, expressing themselves through art, dance, and creating a society that did not prioritize beauty and rejected control. Therefore, no one wanted to return to Barbie World. Suddenly, a black hole appeared, tearing through the stillness.
Who are you? Why do you look exactly like me? That's exactly what I was going to ask. I am Barbie. I am Barbie too. I don't understand at all. Out of the blue, I was happily playing in Pink World when I got sucked into a black hole and ended up here. I have never heard of Pink World before. Could it be that I have stepped into a parallel universe? Well, no matter what, we are here now. Let's explore this place for the time being.
Both of them began to stroll around the land of discarded dolls.
Look at those toy bulls! They look so delightful. Want to give it a try? Are you insane? They look intimidating.
Ignoring Barbie's objections, Replica Barbie persisted in pulling her towards the bulls. At first, Barbie felt a bit apprehensive, but as soon as she mounted the bull, she burst into laughter and felt exhilarated. Replica Barbie started sharing numerous tales of her past adventures with Barbie. Barbie felt that she had led a meaningful and courageous life, truly deserving of admiration. Both of them rode the bulls back to the junkyard. They immersed themselves in the music. It was the first time Barbie felt the freedom to do whatever she pleased. She dared to engage in daring activities, like archery and horseback riding. Things that Seth had always forbidden her to do. Barbie tore her gown because it was too constricting. And for the first time, she experienced the true meaning of freedom. Barbie shared with Replica Barbie everything, revealing that she used to be a former beauty icon and had lost everything due to a foolish accident.
What does this flower mask signify? I don't know, but it seems to be Seth's symbol. Every doll bears this flower mark.
Replica Barbie began to question the danger posed by Seth. She proposed that they both return to the factory to uncover the truth and find a way to restore Barbie's appearance. Upon their arrival at Barbie World, they encountered two vigilant dolls guarding the door. The two dolls rushed forward, intending to capture Barbie. In a swift motion, Replica Barbie leaped to her defense, employing extraordinary combat skills to swiftly subdue the guards. Barbie looked at Replica Barbie with a deep appreciation, realizing she had found a steadfast and trustworthy friend. Both of them stealthily entered, but couldn't locate the reconfiguration chamber, so they descended to the basement. Replica Barbie discovered a pulsating crystal orb of enchantment positioned in the center of the room. She cautiously touched it, feeling an immense surge of energy that flung her backwards.
Barbie, are you all right? I'm fine. What in the world is this mysterious sphere?
At last! You've both arrived! You've fallen into my trap!
Seth began to divulge his true nature. Once, he was a renowned doll artisan. Driven by an insatiable desire for beauty, he delighted in crafting exquisite life-size models. However, Seth had never found fulfillment in these creations. To him, dolls, no matter how beautiful, were merely inanimate objects. Seth delved into the dark arts of black magic and learned about the soul-stealing spell that could bring spirits of young departed girls back to life within dolls. Every night, he would venture to the cemetery, capturing the souls of these troubled girls who couldn't find peace in the mortal realm. Seth built a doll factory. He created Barbie and infused her with the soul of a young girl. When revived, Barbie had no recollection of her past life. Seth repeated the same process with other dolls in Barbie World. He inscribed a magical flower seal on the dolls' hands to exert control over them, making everyone worship him and never leave Barbie World. The magic sphere served as his control device. Seth knew that the doll manufacturing process still had limitations, and excessive alterations to their appearance could lead to deformities. He realized that what the factory needed was the capture of a courageous soul, someone talented and beautiful, confident and unafraid, capable of generating extraordinary power to purify the world from ugliness. Seth discovered that such a soul belonged to Replica Barbie from a parallel universe, so he created a black hole to draw Replica Barbie into his world. Although he could only establish a link between the two worlds, he couldn't bring the black hole all the way to the doll factory. Nevertheless, he believed that Replica Barbie would really help someone in distress, especially a different version of herself from a parallel universe. He intentionally brought Barbie to the realm of discarded dolls, using the flower seal to track their progress and wait for them at the factory.
You wretched being! Prepare to feel my wrath!
Believe me, Barbie, aid me in the capturing the soul of another Barbie. I can restore your visage and grant beauty to these forsaken dolls, transforming everyone in the world into breathtaking beings. Ha 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 ha!
Don't listen to him, Barbie!
Seth felt pleased that Barbie still obeyed his commands. But to his surprise, Barbie turned around and shattered Seth's magic sphere. As it turned out, the encounter with Replica Barbie and the experience of freedom had deeply touched Barbie's soul. Her genuine emotions broke free from Seth's control, shattering the seal of the flower imprint he had created. Outside, the other dolls awakened from their enchantment and rushed into the magic factory. Barbie longed to liberate the dolls from the grip of Seth's dark power. She was determined to reveal the truth.
The world everyone lives in is nothing but deception. Superficial beauty that people believe in is merely a shallow perspective, blinding them to Seth's manipulations. Let's destroy this factory together. Let's break free from his control.
Don't listen to her. She's just a defective product. I can make everyone more beautiful. In the end, beauty is the most important thing.
But perhaps the dolls no longer wanted to be controlled by Seth. They had grown weary of a life filled with manipulation, chasing after an elusive notion of beauty. The beautiful dolls began smashing the factory apart.
You foolish girl! If the factory is destroyed, your face will remain disfigured forever. Don't you want to return to the perfect life you once had?
True beauty lies in being oneself. I won't let you impose your harsh standards on me anymore.
Don't forget, you're just a doll I created. Without me, you're nothing.
Barbie, be careful. No! Barbie!
The factory exploded, turning into a magical dust that scattered around, filling the air with enchantment. Seth's magic was shattered, and Barbie's face transformed back to its former beauty.
Look, Barbie, I'm so happy. You helped me find freedom, helped me change. I'm truly grateful to you.
It was Seth's spirit, having found refuge within an unfinished female doll. Seth, feeling ashamed, had been defeated and now appeared incredibly ugly.
Seth? Is that you?
Don't look at me! Are you gloating? Now I am truly hideous. No need to chase me away. I'll leave immediately.
Wait, don't go! Regardless, I owe you gratitude for giving me life. As long as you've realized your mistakes, you can stay here.
I apologize. I'm truly unworthy of your kindness.
From that moment on, Seth redeemed himself. Using his magic, he created a black hole to send replica Barbie back to her own universe. From then on, Barbie World welcomed back the discarded dolls, and everyone lived happily together.
500 years ago in Dreamland, a realm where magical creatures once thrived, a great devastation occurred. After a fierce battle with the Raven Clan, the Raven King sought to kidnap the precious fairy alchemist, mercilessly slaughtering wherever he went. In the end, the Flower Fairy Clan had to sacrifice half of their kin to steal away the Raven King. Since then, the chief of the Floral Fairy Clan was honored as the ruler of the island. However, the Raven King's imprisonment is merely temporary. Given a day of sufficient strength, he can break free completely. And that day finally arrived. In an instant, the beauty of Dreamland vanished.
You have shattered my family, and now it's time for you to pay.
Mother of Floral Fairy Peony entrusted all of their flower spirit, the essence of their magic power, to her daughter. This was to protect her and send her back to the past 500 years ago. The fusion resulted in the sacrifice of all the floral fairies. Peony carried a great responsibility to defeat the Raven King before he succumbed to darkness. Peony lost all her strength and was severely wounded, falling into the human world. She also encountered a group of demon hunters who specialized in hunting spirits, stripping them of their magic and selling them to the wealthy.
Oh, a floral fairy. How about surrendering yourself to us humans now?
Release me at once! Peony was completely drained, feeling helpless and shedding tears. And at her most desperate moment, Ryan appeared.
It's you again, you little fool! Go away!
Ryan had always been slow and clumsy since birth. He had a large body, but a mind no different from a 10-year-old child. Whenever he had the chance, Ryan secretly tried to release the prey of the demon hunters. That's why he was always despised. Who are you? Being rejected and driven away, Ryan retreated deep into the forest to live.
But beautiful. You're so beautiful.
What's with the stammering, you foolish boy?
Huh?
In the following days, Ryan diligently took care of Peony, passionately tending to her wounds. Gradually, Peony was moved by his warmth. Although he was foolish, he was truly kind-hearted. Of course, Peony didn't forget her mission. However, she didn't know where to find and gather information about the Raven King now. She only knew that he had a distinctive raven feather-shaped mark on his chest, the source of his power's corruption. Ryan always helped her gather information about the Raven King. On the 7th day, there was no news about the Raven, but mysterious incidents occurred on the streets. It involved the disappearance of a series of young girls reaching maturity. Furthermore, the number of wild creatures in the forest was decreasing. One sleepless night, a disturbing event took place. Something's wrong! Let's go, Ryan! No! Get away quickly!
The mark on the tiger's forehead. I saw it at the crime scenes.
There are many rumors that in order to gain more power, the Raven King took the lives of many young girls and wild animals to refine his elixirs. This must be connected to him. However, with her current power, she would struggle to oppose him. When her magical power was restored, Peony bid farewell to Ryan and decided to go to Dreamland to find the clan chief. At that time, her floral clan was not yet the most powerful. In terms of hierarchy, he was her grandfather.
Nonsense. Time cannot be reversed. And are you truly a floral fairy?
Everything I've said is the truth. The clan chief's attitude changed, and he immediately welcomed her into the flower clan. Peony was treated as a true princess according to the standards of that era. Day and night, she worked with the clan chief to find a way to defeat the Raven King. She also contributed her magical power to strengthen the flower army. Things changed one day. Help me! The mark on her forehead! Please save me! The floral goddess will take away my soul to refine his elixirs! Ah! Peony grew suspicious and secretly followed her. She couldn't believe her eyes when she discovered the clan chief's secret chamber. It held a large number of young girls and various beasts and creatures with marks on their heads. The mastermind behind it all was her grandfather, not the Raven King at all. The destruction of Dreamland was also due to false accusations and the loss of his family. It's all deception!
In the end, you also fell for it.
From the beginning, he didn't believe her words. He only played along to exploit her power. Furthermore, she would be the crucial factor in making his elixirs even stronger. The most despicable enemy has always been the one closest to me. I won't forgive you.
Get her quickly!
The gate! Open now! Oh, Ryan! Unsettled about Peony and always longing for her, Ryan silently watched from outside the gate every day. Just seeing her figure appear one more time would make the foolish boy extremely happy. When Ryan saw Peony being attacked by floral soldiers, he didn't hesitate and immediately stepped forward to protect her.
Don't touch Peony!
You're just a weak mortal! You could lose your life! No! Peony was filled with pain and madness, seeing that fragile figure collapse.
Don't cry, milady.
You fool! How can you still speak at a time like this? Suddenly, a raven feather emerged from Ryan's chest, glowing brightly. A raven feather! Could it be that Ryan is... The surge of powerful magic transformed Ryan into the Raven King of legends.
I'm not a human. Why?
The magical tears and intense desire for love towards Peony unlocked his true form.
Peony realized that she was the reason behind Ryan's corruption 500 years ago. Perhaps in the past, she had to leave, leading Ryan to seek revenge obsessively.
Ryan, I really don't know what to do anymore.
If she found a way to defeat the chief, it would mean the end of descendants like her, and the Floral clan would be wiped out. However, if she let him continue his actions unchecked, a terrible catastrophe would befall Dreamland. The inevitable battle among her, Ryan, and the chief was unavoidable. But as long as Peony remained safe, Ryan wouldn't be able to fully unleash his power to defeat the chief. For that to happen, even if it pained her greatly, she had to disappear. She needed to find a reason to keep Ryan staying temporarily. Heartbroken, she reluctantly returned to meet the chief.
For the future of our clan, I'm willing to give up all my magical powers for you to take over Dreamland.
Excellent! Finally you understand!
Before bidding farewell to her floral soul, Peony secretly sent a signal to Ryan. It turned out she tricked him into believing that the chief had taken something extremely important that only she could retrieve, and when she sent the signal, Ryan would surely appear. When Ryan arrived, Peony had already retrieved her floral soul. There was one thing the chief didn't anticipate. Peony's flower soul was mixed with the magic of other floral spirits, giving her tremendous power. Entering the battle meant that she could once again travel through time, return to the future, and create a tremendous explosion, destroying everything the chief had collected.
You traitor!
You must defeat the evil. My departure is voluntary. Dreamland is innocent. Don't seek blind revenge.
Wait, milady!
Wait for me. We will meet again.
When she opened her eyes, Peony found everything unfamiliar. Dreamland's scenery remained as beautiful as before the destruction. Peony hurriedly went to the main palace, where the history of the entire region was kept. 500 years ago, the cruel and wicked chief of the Floral clan was defeated by a hero named Ryan. After the battle, Ryan was gravely injured and his body was preserved and treated. The succeeding chief of the Floral clan redeemed himself by providing magical power for 500 years to protect and nurture the hero's body, awaiting his awakening. Although they no longer held the position of island rulers, the Floral clan still made significant contributions to the prosperity of the entire region. Peony knew that it was a bell signaling something.
Finally, I fulfilled the promise we made 500 years ago.
In life, we constantly find ourselves at the crossroads of choices. Some we make right, and some we make wrong. Choices are much like the petals of a dandelion, enchanting and impossible to predict.
My choice is to make you all weep.
As on any other Sunday morning, the Dandelion Kingdom was under attack by a sinister force. Fortunately, this time, there was only one demon. However, no one could defeat it.
Let me help you.
This is futile!
If only someone could save everyone. Oh look, a rainbow has appeared, dispelling the fear of the menacing octopus demon.
She's here!
Our rainbow guardian! Who are you?
The rainbow beam suddenly descended upon the octopus demon, transforming it into a cute stuffed octopus. From above, Rainbow Guardian Phoebe appeared in all her glory, with her magnificent rainbow wings. The delighted citizens gathered around Phoebe, celebrating her victory. However, someone wasn't pleased. Rainbow Guardian Iris, Phoebe's twin sister. Where will Iris's envy lead her? Stay tuned and subscribe to WOA Fairy Tales to find out. Twin sisters Iris and Phoebe are the descendants of the Rainbow Guardians, bestowed with magical wings. Phoebe, the elder sister, was granted the rarest and most beautiful rainbow wings. But Iris, the younger one, wasn't as fortunate. She received small, grey, and unattractive wings. Phoebe's rainbow wings endowed her with unmatched rainbow light abilities, making all demons fear her and all citizens adore her. Iris couldn't fly or shoot rainbow beams, so she was often compared to her talented sister. People were distant and cold to Iris, believing she didn't deserve the title of Rainbow Guardian. This made Iris increasingly insecure and closed off. Iris felt her fate was unjust. She especially envied her sister's pair of rainbow wings. Nevertheless, Iris quietly helped people with her modest abilities. She hoped that one day someone would recognize her worth. Today is the birthday of the two sisters, Phoebe and Iris. Precious gifts were delivered from all corners of the Dandelion Kingdom. Iris looked around but found no gift for herself. She couldn't bear it any longer. Feeling dejected, she turned to leave. Suddenly, a plump bird flew into the royal banquet hall. It carried a beautiful rainbow crown. The bird ignored Phoebe and handed the crown to Iris.
For Iris, the most deserving.
The crown radiated rainbow magic, standing out among all other gifts. Phoebe was displeased with this turn of events.
I can be just like you now. No, Iris, there must be a misunderstanding here. This crown belongs to the most deserving one. Are you deserving, Iris?
That's right. Only Phoebe deserves this rainbow crown.
Iris, hand me the crown. No.
Phoebe, with a cold spell, took the crown from Iris's hand. Amidst cheers, she placed the rainbow crown on her own head. Iris, heartbroken, left the party. Since Phoebe possessed the rainbow crown, for some reason, she became selfish and stopped caring about her role as a rainbow guardian.
The citizens are under attack by demons!
Just one demon and you can handle it? I'm busy!
The rainbow crown emitted a sinister magic, mesmerizing Phoebe. Iris noticed but didn't know what to do. Even without Phoebe's protection, the citizens managed to defeat the demon. However, many were injured. Unlike her selfish sister, Iris continued to help people with her limited abilities. An old woman advised her. The old woman gave Iris a dandelion flower. Just follow the dandelion petals, and Iris would find the skilled Dr. Dante. the only one who could heal Phoebe's troubled heart.
Once I cure Phoebe, they'll recognize me.
Iris followed a path strewn with dandelion flowers. The path led her to a vast field of dandelions, bathed in warm sunlight and gentle breezes. Here, Iris met Dante, a young and talented doctor with a kind heart. Iris immediately admired Dante from their first meeting. Dante spent a lot of time with Iris, caring for her, teaching her medical knowledge. But in reality, Dante was the Demon King. However, because someone finally cared for and valued her, Iris didn't realize she was being deceived by Dante. Iris was happy by Dante's side. Nevertheless, she needed to save her sister.
Iris, you could stay here with me and forget about those who underestimated you.
I have to help my sister.
In that case, you'll need to obtain 3 of her rainbow feathers.
I can't. No one can touch her rainbow wings.
Then I can help you. Iris, only you can do it.
I will.
To approach Phoebe, Iris had to bypass the vigilant guards. This was a challenging task. However, Iris had a trump card up her sleeve. Although she lacked magical abilities like her sister, Iris possessed physical strength. She kept this hidden to avoid being perceived as awkward and ungraceful. She easily incapacitated the guards by targeting their weaknesses, temporarily rendering them unconscious. Iris stealthily entered Phoebe's bedroom. She sighed when she saw her venerable sister. Phoebe was asleep, still clutching the rainbow crown. Iris reached out to touch Phoebe's rainbow wings, and just before she was about to pluck the feathers, she suddenly stopped.
Should I take the rainbow crown? No, I won't be tempted by worldly desires. I've taken the rainbow feathers.
Thank you, Iris. You're too naive, Iris. The one who sent the rainbow crown to you is none other than me.
You deceived me!
Poor Iris was helpless, being exploited by the Demon King, Dante, without any recourse. He soared high, using a feather from Phoebe, breaking through the rainbow barrier, and opening the way for the horde of evil demons to invade the kingdom of Dandelion. Without the protectors of the rainbow, no one could defeat the wicked demons.
It's all my fault.
The situation was now extremely dire. Due to neglecting her role as a rainbow guardian, Phoebe could no longer harness her own power. Now, the demons no longer feared her. They completely overwhelmed Phoebe.
It can't be!
Dante used the second rainbow feather to manipulate Phoebe's mind. A massive surge of dark energy completely engulfed Phoebe, making it impossible for her to break free. The worst had happened. Rainbow Guardian Phoebe was corrupted by the Demon King, Dante, betraying everything she had once protected. In the darkest moment, the little bird that Iris had saved long ago returned. Seeing the little bird, Iris felt a surge of motivation. She decided to correct her mistakes herself. Iris and the little bird faced Dante, 2 demons, and their twin sister Phoebe. The demons showed no fear of Iris, a powerless rainbow bearer. Mockingly, they allowed Phoebe to attack her sister. Phoebe showed no mercy at all. This time, Iris was prepared.
Wake up, Phoebe! You are a good person! No! Please remember, Phoebe! You only took advantage of my kindness! Phoebe! You are a rainbow guardian! I will protect you! And everyone else! No! 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 No!
Iris's words stirred something in Phoebe. However, Dante's dark magic was too strong to be dispelled. Phoebe couldn't bear these conflicting emotions any longer. She unleashed a powerful burst of energy toward Iris. A huge explosion occurred, enveloping everything in a thick haze, obscuring Phoebe's vision entirely. Suddenly, Iris tore through the dust cloud and embraced Phoebe.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for not helping you, for making you do everything. I was jealous and wanted to be like you, without realizing how exhausted you were. Help me! Someone help me! Come back to me, Phoebe.
Thanks to Iris, Phoebe regained her composure. The Demon King Dante could no longer manipulate her.
Iris, I'm sorry too.
Is it over yet?
No!
The cruel Dante set fire to the last rainbow feather. In doing so, he easily deprived Phoebe of her life. In her final moments, Phoebe used all her strength to touch Iris's tattered wings, transferring all her remaining power to Iris.
This is my gift to you, Iris.
Iris no longer needed the rainbow wings. All she wanted was to be by her twin sister's side.
No, I can't accept this. Thank you, Iris. Thanks to you, I've realized my flaws. Despite having boundless strength and the love of everyone, I should not have been complacent and lost myself in arrogance. In the absence of your protective embrace, I discovered how weak I truly was. It wasn't my lack of power, but my fragile heart. I couldn't face my own self. It's the end, Dante.
The Demon Lord Dante could never have anticipated this turn of events. His plan was supposed to be foolproof.
Don't pretend, you two!
Now, the two sisters, Iris and Phoebe, had each other, and the Demon King Dante was no match for them.
No!
Iris! Phoebe! We will always be together!
With their sisterly bond, the twin sisters Iris and Phoebe pushed back the horde of evil demons and restored the rainbow barrier of the Dandelion Kingdom. However, the power of the two sisters was not enough to prevent the dark fate awaiting Phoebe. Restoring the barrier had depleted her life force. Without her current abilities, Iris couldn't save her sister.
Iris, don't cry. I will always be with you.
Legend has it that after every rain, when you look up at the sky, you will see the rainbow goddess Iris waiting for her twin sister Phoebe to return.
Lived two ancient fairies who ruled that kingdom. They had two children, an elder son and a younger daughter. On the day the younger girl fairy had been born, Rainbow appeared. All the flowers blossomed, and the birds flew around to welcome her to the life. She smiled, and suddenly a flower garden appeared. My beloved daughter, every flower just bloomed to welcome you. So we'll call you Flora. That means a beautiful flower. Is that okay? Flora got more and more beautiful as she grew up, and she was also gentle and obedient. So she was much pampered by her parents and her brother. More than that, Flora was also hardworking and sociable. Every day she flew around the kingdom, used her power to fill her kingdom with full of fragrant flowers. This made her become more and more famous. Everyone loved her so much. That day, when she was doing her daily works, she suddenly heard a harmonious sound from below. Flora seemed to be enchanted by this sound. She followed this sound of flute, and finally, she reached a large green pasture. There was a shepherd passionately playing the flute there. Flora gently hid behind a tree, listening to the melodious sound of his flute. When the sound stopped, she clapped her hands unconsciously, making him startled. The shepherd was really surprised. They looked at each other shyly.
Hello, I'm Finn, the shepherd of this pasture. Who are you? Why are you hiding behind that tree?
I'm Flora, a princess of that kingdom above. I mean no harm. Don't worry, I just admire your flute sound. Can you play another song?
Of course I can. I'll play another song for you.
Flora sat next to him, listened to the sound with fascination, and unconsciously sang along. Things kept going like that. He played the flute, and she sang along for the whole afternoon. Suddenly, the evening came. Huh? Oh, it's evening already. I have to go back.
So will you come back here?
Of course. From now on, I will come here every day to listen to your flute. Is that okay?
It's definitely okay. So I will wait for you here every day.
Yes, you have my words. But now I have to go. Goodbye. From that moment, Flora flew to Earth every day to visit Finn. He played the flute. She sang the songs. They had fun together, losing track of time. They talked about their life and gradually fell in love with each other. Flora flew to Earth every day from dusk till dawn. She even neglected her daily works, making the plants of Fairy Kingdom and even the plants on Earth wither. Flora's parents were really surprised about that, so they ordered a little fairy to follow and watch over Flora. My king, my queen, after following the princess, I have discovered a thing. What thing? Quickly tell us. I discovered that recently, the princess had always flew to Earth to play around with a shepherd. They looked so close. It seemed like they had fallen in love with each other.
No way. A member of Fairy Kingdom can never love a human. More than that, she even forgot all of her duties, making all the plants withered.
The king was so angry that he ordered people to keep Flora locked in a room, preventing her from going to find Finn. After being locked in that room, Flora was really nervous. She's afraid that if Finn hadn't seen her coming, he would have been worried for her. Therefore, Flora used her power to make a flower growing next to the place Finn used to sit. Finn, it's me, Flora. My parents knew our relationship and they kept me locked in a room. Don't worry for me. I will be all right. I will try a way to go there to see you as soon as possible.
No, stay there. I will find a way to go up there to meet you and persuade your parents. Believe me.
How do you intend to do that?
I will try by all means to build a bridge to go there and meet you.
No, don't do that. It's really dangerous. I cannot let you risk for me like that.
Please rest assured. I will be really careful and I will do everything for us to be together.
That's okay. But promise me, don't put yourself in danger. I will wait for you. With the determination of building that bridge, everyday Finn rolled the large rocks, made giant dunes of soil with the hope of completing the bridge as soon as possible. However, it's a travesty that his bridge was collapsed by the spell of Flora's parents when it's just half done. Finn would never give up. He determined to build a new bridge once again. He rolled the large rocks until his hands got scratches, and they were bleeding. In Fairy Kingdom, Flora saw it all. She couldn't just stay there to see her lover miserable. She hastily tied all the vines into a giant rope, snuck out of the room, and threw it to Finn. Finn grabbed the rope and quickly climbed up, but the rope was only made by thin vines, and it was torn apart when Finn just reached halfway. Seeing her lover in danger, Flora flew down to grab him, despite everything. However, Flora was only a fragile fairy. She was not able to pull them up. They got exhausted and gradually fell off the cliff. At that very moment, a flock of swan appeared. They all together connected into a bridge to support the couple. It turned out that their love had touched every creature. All the birds together also gave hand to help them. After being safe, Flora and Finn held each other's hand and went to the fairy kingdom. Flora's parents were really touched, but they still want to challenge Finn more.
Your love for my daughter really touched me. However, I have one last challenge for you. If you can overcome this challenge, I will allow both of you to love each other. However, this challenge will be really difficult and painful. Will you accept it?
Yes, of course. I will accept it by all costs.
The king nodded and casted a spell to make a long path appear. There were thorns and fire below, waiting Finn to come.
I will give you another opportunity to give up this challenge. Have you thought about it thoroughly?
Finn didn't hesitate to move forward, trying to walk as fast as possible on the challenging path.
Finn, stop it! You don't have to risk your life! Look at your bleeding feet!
For you, I can even risk my life. It's just nothing.
Finn kept moving forward till the end of that path. Suddenly, an aura appeared and covered him, making all the wounds heal.
You have done a good job, boy. You didn't disappoint me. I hereby dismiss the ban on the love between human and fairy, and I accept your love with my daughter.
Flora and Finn rushed to hug each other so tight. From that day, they lived a happy life together forever after.
I don't want a dull, colorless, and emotionless life. And I'm willing to sacrifice everything to become vibrant like a rainbow. Subscribe to WOA Fairy Tale to follow my story.
Nikki has a burning passion for fashion and will do anything to pursue her passion. From jobs like a factory worker just to get leftover fabric. And unfortunately, she was falsely accused of being a thief, leading to her dismissal. They said she was poor and a dreamer, unaware of her place in society. They said her vibrant rainbow designs were outdated and cheesy, compared to the elegant and sophisticated design direction of 19th century Paris. Despite countless disappointments, Nikki remains determined not to give up on her dreams. Nikki's mother loves her very much and wants to spend more time with her. But for Nikki, nothing is more important than her dream.
Nikki, I know your passion is important, but can't you have a proper dinner with me?
You wouldn't understand, Mom. You're just a housewife. You've never had a burning dream like me.
Everything changes one day. Nikki accidentally discovers a notebook about a mysterious fashion kingdom. Where she is a princess and her mother is a queen. And there's also a portal that can take Nikki there.
Mom! What does this mean?
Don't touch that notebook. It's just stories I made up when I was young.
Her mother's explanation is not convincing enough. Nikki decides to find out the truth. She follows what she remembers to the gateway between the two worlds.
Who are you? Hello, Princess Nikki. I've been looking for you for a long time. Let's go, Princess. Let me take you to the place where you'll fulfill your great power. Become a renowned designer and freely design the outfits you love. Is this where my talent will shine? Welcome to the Kingdom of Chromatic. It's beautiful, but who are those people? They are the ones who have been exiled. They have nowhere else to go, so they reside here, a fallen kingdom. Formerly, Chromatic was a prosperous place, alongside Givenchy, Jimmy Choo, and Hermes. In this world, the more beautiful the clothing, the stronger the magic, and each kingdom has its own representative artifact. However, those kingdoms have formed an alliance and stolen the rainbow dresses, the source of power for the kingdom. Faced with that threat, the Queen of Chromatic and also Nikki's mother fled, leaving behind the citizens. My mother? So cowardly? She just wanted to protect you. Look, she left behind many magnificent works. I've been thinking poorly of my mother all this time. Surely the one holding the rainbow dress is one of those designers. To attract their attention, you have to participate in the upcoming Fashion Week. Nikki, only you can restore honor to your mother and save this kingdom.
She goes to the kingdom of Jimmy Choo first and participates in his shoe design competition. This time's theme is the Fairyland.
The division between the rich and the poor is so obvious here, isn't it? That's right! Here, the rich dress the best. The middle class follows the trends and wears similar clothes. As for the beggars you saw earlier, they're at the bottom of society.
With her passion for rainbows, Nikki designs a beautiful pair of heels. She wins the competition. Jimmy Choo is so impressed that he personally takes her to visit his workshop. He even points out the location of the legendary glass slipper of this kingdom. But she still can't find the rainbow dress. Nikki also won at the competition of Hermes and Givenchy with her own abilities. Indeed, when living true to her passion, one will shine. Despite the joy of winning, Nikki feels no different from Jimmy Choo. She's taken to visit the factory, knowing the location of the legendary fashion items, yet still unable to find the rainbow dress. Moreover, even though she's invited to become an exclusive designer, Nikki declines. What she wants most is to become a designer for each kingdom of Chromatic.
I still can't understand. None of them has the rainbow dress. Only your mother witnessed that accident. Maybe she knows something. Maybe. I'll go ask my mother. And if that doesn't work, I'll design a new rainbow dress. I believe you can do it.
But now everything has turned completely opposite to Nikki's imagination. It turns out Nikki's mother is the one holding the rainbow dress.
Mom, why are you holding it?
It turns out that Nikki's mother knew Valentina's plan. She is the leader of a fanatical black and white fashion rebellion. Valentina wants to seize the rainbow dress and even the legendary artifacts of those kingdoms and create a new fashion world where everything is in black and white only. Out of concern for the fashion world losing its inherent beauty, Nikki's mother fled to another dimension, taking Nikki with her.
In addition, anyone who wears the rainbow dress will gain extraordinary powers, but must sacrifice what they value most. This is also why I never wore it and fought against Valentina. Because what I value most in the world is you, dear Nikki.
At this moment, Nikki understands everything. She needed so much courage and love to protect her all these years. Her mother had lost herself in Nikki, hoping that Nikki would fulfill her unfinished life.
I'm sorry, Mom. I've been selfish all this time, not understanding you.
Suddenly, Valentina appears.
Oh, how touching! You wretch! Thank you, Nikki. Thanks to you, I've learned the location of all the legendary treasures.
It turns out that before Nikki's mother left, Valentina cast a spell on her notebook. Sooner or later, Nikki would find that notebook and it would signal Valentina of her location. The beggars Nikki encountered were actually the brainwashed citizens of Chromatic by Valentina.
Farewell, Nikki! No! Mom!
When Nikki arrives, it's too late. Valentina has captured her mother and the remaining 3 designers, sealing the legendary fashion artifacts. Nikki recalls everything she has learned and creates a crown and accessories that go perfectly with the rainbow dress.
I won't let you destroy this land! You think you can defeat me?
Nikki made a bold decision. She accepted to permanently give up the thing she cherished the most, her designing ability. She felt an immensely powerful energy, now enhanced by the accessories she had designed before. Valentina had no idea that Nikki had become much stronger thanks to the suitable accessory. Moreover, Valentina, due to her lack of fashion knowledge and wearing mismatched garments, had weaker magic compared to Nikki. Nikki unleashes a massive spell, defeating Valentina once and for all. As Valentina is defeated, the whole place lights up, restoring the beautiful colors it once had. The land also expresses gratitude to Nikki, helping her regain her design abilities. Nikki has successfully restored the kingdom and restored her mother to the position of queen.
Thank you, Mom, for always supporting my dreams. Let me make it up to you for the rest of our lives.
She continues to learn and grow as a skilled designer. Eventually, success comes her way. Nikki's later designs are warmly embraced by the public.
The Tree of Life is the symbol of life in the magical evergreen forest. However, the forest deity, the cold-hearted Ulani, sought to destroy it. What ignited such a fiery hatred in her heart? Let's join WOA Fairy Tales to find out. The dreamy evergreen forest was ruled by the gracious Ulani. All creatures in the forest adored her.
Is something wrong, Ulani?
Even the benevolent forest spirit, Arnold, deeply loved her. Together, they illuminated the Tree of Life. Few knew that some years ago, the beautiful forest was devastated. To revive it, Ulani selflessly sacrificed her magical heart. Eventually, Evergreen was saved, but she fell into a deep slumber. When she woke, she had forgotten her past and became much weaker. Who are you? Through Arnold's scare, the forest spirit's health gradually restored. Arnold lovingly stayed by Ulani's side at all times, except for moonless nights, when malevolent energies roamed and the people needed divine protection. To safeguard her loved ones, whenever he went outside, Arnold would lull Ulani to sleep with a magic potion, then cast a protective sealing spell to ward off all dangers. As usual, upon awakening, Ulani strolled through the enchanted forest. Suddenly, she discovered... What is this? Such a peculiar necklace. Has an intruder come? Arnold! Arnold searched the forest with her, but they found no one.
It might have been some lost wanderer. Don't worry.
After that day, Ulani had strange dreams continuously. One time, she saw a human-shaped oak tree weeping. Another time, a mysterious figure stole her heart. Even more terrifying, in her dreams, the once beautiful evergreen forest withered, filled with sorrow. No! One day, she dreamt of a man's face.
I am Andrew, the messenger from hell, the owner of the necklace.
Arnold! Arnold!
Don't mention him, that evil being. Listen carefully to what I've said.
Andrew recounted how he discovered a village near Evergreen Forest, where many innocent people had mysteriously lost their lives. Their bodies and souls disappeared in a strange manner. After following the trail, he witnessed Arnold kidnapping the villagers into the forest. Andrew intended to confront and destroy Arnold, but realized he lost the magic necklace. Without it, Andrew's power diminished significantly, so he had to hide and await its discovery. Lying!
Don't mention him, that evil being. Listen carefully to what I've said. Tomorrow, when there's no moon, he will come out. Go and see for yourself. If you need to meet me, call Andrew 3 times. I must go now.
The vivid dream left Ulani restless, and doubt smoldered within her like a hidden flame. She took a daring step to follow her dream. The next night, indeed, there was no moon. She refused the potion Arnold offered and bravely stepped out of the protective circle he created. Ulani observed carefully, but saw no disturbances. Oh my, what a foolish thing I'm doing! Oh!
Suck it all out. Suck it dry.
The horrifying scene left Ulani in disbelief. She couldn't trust her own eyes. The next day, she woke up in her bed as usual.
Have you awakened, my dear?
Be gone! I've seen it all!
What did you see?
Ulani recounted what she had witnessed at the Tree of Life and her dream encounter with the messenger of the underworld, Andrew.
Ulani, it was just a dream. Last night, you slept peacefully.
Don't try to deceive me. Andrew! 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 Ulani called Andrew 3 times as instructed, but there was only silence in response. Andrew! Where are you? This can't be!
You don't believe me, do you?
For the first time, Ulani saw tears in Arnold's eyes. She suddenly realized why she doubted him. Her irrational dream had hurt him. I apologize, Arnold. From that day onwards, she encountered no more evil. everything returned to how it used to be.
Huh?
Ulani decided to confess her sins at the Tree of Life. On her way, a beautiful scarf carried by the wind reminded her of something. The girl's scarf! What if the scarf was real? She secretly wished she wouldn't find it. Ulani searched every nook and cranny around the Tree of Life. Unfortunately, her worst fear came true. That night, Ulani didn't dream. She discovered that Arnold had deceived her all along. He was the evil one responsible for the innocent people's... Andrew, do you really exist? This time, she couldn't let Arnold manipulate her anymore. Ulani acted obediently as if nothing had happened. But she had a plan. On a dark night, she followed Arnold and discovered a hidden underground chamber. When Arnold left, she descended into the mysterious depths. Andrew! Oh my goodness! It turned out when Arnold left, he didn't protect the villagers. Instead, he kidnapped more innocent souls. Since when did Arnold capture you?
After meeting you.
On the day, Andrew used his magic to weave the forest spirit's dream. He caught a glimpse of Arnold's whereabouts.
So, the necklace belongs to the messenger from hell. You coward! Without the magic necklace, do you think you can defeat me?
The deceitful Arnold used magic to overpower the messenger from hell and imprisoned him in the dark dungeon. Please, go this way, everyone.
Ulani, you deceived me.
Before they could go far, Arnold appeared out of nowhere. It is you who is the deceiver. Why harm the innocent? Why?
Because that was your desire.
No way! The truth was that the forest deity Ulani existed in the form of an oak tree. She always yearned to have legs to wander through evergreen. Arnold was just a mortal man who wanted to marry the forest deity to gain power, but she didn't love him. In response, he did everything to win her heart. Arnold, can the Supreme Goddess grant me real legs?
Yes, just show her your pure heart.
But...
I will do everything to get it before the warm spring ends. Look, during spring, everything in the forest is fine. Nothing bad will happen.
Thus, the forest spirit entrusted him with her magical heart. Ulani waited through spring, summer, and winter. Then she fell into a deep slumber. With the magic in his possession, Arnold returned to the forest, sealed her memories, and created an illusory world sustained by innocent souls. There, he was a hero, loved and adored by the forest spirit. She had the legs she always wished for. Back in reality, Ulani painfully watched the dark fragments of her memories.
Now, take the necklace, dispel the chaos, and continue to live happily.
Selfish creature! Both my child and husband disappeared under this tree because of your wish.
Hush! Now defeat him!
Ulani was in extreme pain, and she made a resolute decision.
No!
The forest deity Ulani and the evergreen forest returned to their original forms.
You fool! These people will pay the price for what you've done! Come here! Ulani, wake up quickly!
Ulani immersed herself in her past, back when she was a vibrant forest deity. I'm sorry, everyone.
Ulani, We all love you.
Your pure heart will always be yours. That's right. My heart is still mine. So you thought the magic was yours, didn't you? It turns out that the power of the heart is closely tied to the owner's life. When Olani is no more, it becomes worthless. Take both of us to hell. Let's go! With no other choice, Andrew used the magic necklace on both of them. The forest deity disappeared along with the greedy Arnold. Evergreen Forest was reborn. This story is so sad.
But that's not the final ending.
Indeed, Olani, the benevolent forest spirit, was reborn and continued to rule over the forest. The forest deity herself sat sadly, listening to her own story.
Sorry I'm late, sir.
It's you again! Always playing around, timid and lazy. Can't you be more prepared?
Sir, calm down. Did the zombies not appear earlier?
What? What do you mean? Rainbow just arrived. So where is that zombie? Zombies are coming!
Indeed, as soon as the strange music played, a horde of ruthless zombies would immediately appear and rampage. The louder the music, the more terrifying their strength. With no other choice, the gentle plant fairy had to take turns guarding the garden, except for Rainbow, of course. Speaking of her, Rainbow possessed a mesmerizing singing voice from birth. However, she only used this power for insignificant matters. Even in one careless time, Rainbow accidentally mesmerized herself, causing a major mishap. So, not many people valued her abilities. Aware of her clumsiness, Rainbow was quite self-conscious and often hid away. She thought she was safe, but then a wandering zombie staggered towards her. With no plant fairy around to call for help, Rainbow trembled as she used her singing to mesmerize the approaching zombie.
Where am I? Who am I?
You should ask your zombie mother. Why ask the plant fairy?
All right, I am. A plant fairy.
Nonsense! Just wait. I'll call Tallnut to capture you. Haha! They won't dare to underestimate me anymore.
Please, don't! Don't leave me! I'm afraid of zombies!
Are you brainless? You are that zombie! Rainbow's attention suddenly shifted to the wrist of the zombie. It belonged to her close friend, Tangle Kelp. She panicked, thinking her childhood friend was in danger, while the foolish zombie had no memory and just shook its head in response to her questions. The first thing they needed to do was to conceal his identity. This was a breeze for Rainbow's best friend, Sunflower.
Stop it! Can't you see? He's so harmless, he won't harm anyone!
Huh?
Huh?
With her friend's exceptional design skills, not even the picky Tallnut could detect anything suspicious.
I've never seen such a weird pumpkin in my life.
It's Halloween after all. Don't be a killjoy. Zombie Pumpkin even cosplayed as a plant fairy, living in harmony and winning the hearts of everyone, from the elderly to children, and even, well, beautiful girls. Thanks to Pumpkin, Rainbow became bolder and cherished her mesmerizing ability even more. He helped her use this power to calm down hostile insect swarms, making them assist the plant fairy in their work. In a sudden moment, Rainbow was startled to realize that she had developed feelings for this half-corpse, half-plant. Of course, she didn't know that a zombie with no heart and an empty head like Pumpkin was momentarily mesmerized by Rainbow's radiant smile. All the plants in the fairy garden were created by Dr. Thomas, a kind and respected scientist. Surely, he would invent something to uncover the truth about the Tanglekelp's ring on Pumpkin's hand. Dr. Thomas, I have something to ask you.
Quiet. Dr. Thomas needs to prepare for the Halloween parade. Go away and let him rest.
Come on, Tallnut. We are the heroes of the future. Let's promise everyone that tonight, on Halloween, we will together stop the invasion of demons and protect the city.
It's not working. This is the only way. That night, two brave individuals sneaked into Thomas's laboratory to confront him personally. However, all the warm and benevolent images of Dr. Thomas shattered before their eyes. It was a horrifying scene, far from what the plant fairy had imagined. He was concocting a green liquid that could turn any plant into a zombie. The eerie sounds made by the plants were causing the zombies to become agitated. Back when he lived in the city, the center of development, Thomas had been ridiculed for not being as accomplished as other scientists. He moved to this countryside with a sinister ambition to create various types of zombies and unleash them upon the city to cause an epidemic.
Success! I've succeeded! Now you will all beg me to provide the antidote. Let's see who dares to underestimate me now.
Pumpkin and Rainbow hurried back to the garden to inform the plant fairy. Despite Pumpkin's true identity was revealed as a zombie cosplaying, Dr. Thomas's impeccable image led the plants to continue venerating him.
Rainbow! You're being turned into a zombie by him! Quickly, knock them up!
Soon after, they would regret their decision. Dr. Thomas imprisoned all the plant fairy on Halloween to prepare for their transformation into zombies. During this time, Rainbow had become so accustomed to the punishment of the plant fairy that she easily escaped. Two people quickly appeared and rescued the plant fairy while Thomas was busy preparing the zombie serum.
Dr. Thomas, it seems we need an explanation from you.
How dare you!
It's over! Your potion has been destroyed! You can't do anything to us anymore! But Thomas was not afraid. He summoned a horde of zombies with his music to punish those who wouldn't listen.
they learned a horrifying secret that all the brave fighters from before had been turned into zombies, not gone abroad or anything else. The fighting spirit of the plant fairy gradually dimmed. They couldn't harm those who might have been their friends or loved ones.
Destroying the potion can make my plan fail? Dream on!
So, Tangle Kelp is...
Be careful! Chase after him, Rainbow!
Now Pumpkin was no longer weak. He confronted Dr. Thomas boldly. Realizing his vulnerability, Thomas plunged into the liquid to transform himself into the most powerful zombie.
You're insane! This solution will only enhance my strength. My will remains. In contrast, you were turned into a zombie once. If the solution permeates you again, you'll become a permanent zombie. Tangle Kelp.
But Pumpkin was not afraid. At this moment, nothing was more important to him than defeating the villain and saving his plant species. With equal strength, Pumpkin eventually defeated Dr. Thomas. Rainbow and Pumpkin obtained the antidote to turn all the zombies back into their friends and loved ones among the plant fairy. Except for Pumpkin, who lost the chance to become a plant fairy once again. However, thanks to bathing in the extremely potent zombie serum, Pumpkin remembered his past, realizing that he truly was Tangle Kelp.
Enough of this nonsense! Everything is over! Let's go and enjoy Halloween!
That's right! We prepared for this event with so much effort!
Yes, it's all over.
Not necessarily. After all those events, they realized that their feelings went beyond friendship. This year's Halloween was truly unforgettable for all, including this one.
Happy Halloween! Trick or treat!
The story concludes here today. Thank you for your support. Every view is a huge encouragement for us to create more exciting stories. Don't forget to subscribe to WOA Fairy Tales to help us reach 1 million subscribers soon. Now, please share with WOA Fairy Tales your feelings after watching today's story. See you in the upcoming episode!
A beautiful dress cannot conceal a selfish soul. And a powerful weapon cannot turn you into a warrior.
Huh?
Everyone must nurture and train themselves. The story of Celestia is no different.
Be careful, Celestia!
Celestia's father was a close servant to the king in the magic castle. Sir Anthony often brought her to the castle to play.
Your Majesty, I apologize.
To make amends, press the subscribe button for WOA Fairy Tale right now.
The king was also delighted to have Celestia as a friend to his daughter, Princess Celine. Celine knew Celestia was her age, so she was even friendlier and more open. She led Celestia to where everyone was practicing magic.
I wish I had one like that too.
However, the closer they became, the more self-conscious Celestia felt.
Wow!
Whenever the servants served Celestia, as per the princess's orders, they often showed disdain.
I'm so sorry!
Huh?
On the 18th birthday of Celestia and Celine, the king specially organized for both of them.
Happy birthday, princess! Woohoo!
Huh?
Come on, make a wish. And here is a gift for both of you.
There were 3 magic wands. The first one was the Wand of Light, simple in appearance, not flashy at all. The second one was the Wand of Fire, quite beautiful, and the last one was the Unicorn Wand, intricately engraved and very eye-catching.
Choose the wand you like, my children.
Princess, choose the unicorn wand!
But Celine chose the Wand of Light, the least outstanding of them all.
I feel I'm not capable enough to possess the other wands. Then, I'll take the unicorn wand.
Celestia had longed for a wand, and now it had become a reality, even better than expected. Celestia excitedly waved the wand, causing it to cast a spell that knocked down a section of the wall.
If you're not skilled, don't use that wand recklessly.
Make the wand suitable for you. Don't chase its power, or it will control you.
Every day, Celestia went to the magic castle to study and train with Princess Celine. Seeing the princess using her wand way quite skilled, everyone praised her. Celestia only knew how to tightly hold her wand like a piece of wood. During Celestia and the princess's picnic, they inadvertently disturbed a forest demon. It rushed towards them, as if to devour them all. Celestia quickly tried to control her unicorn wand, but it wouldn't listen to her. Celine swung her wand of light directly into the demon's eyes. Celine quickly leapt up and used her wand to defeat the demon, making it disappear instantly. Everyone breathed a sigh of relief, and they all praised Celine's great skill. She understood and mastered the power of the wand, making it obey her. Meanwhile, Celestia could only look at her unicorn wand in frustration. Celestia took her wand home and threw it into a corner.
I shouldn't have accepted this gift. You deserve to be the owner of this wand.
She was the spirit of the unicorn wand. Celestia's eyes sparkled as if some invisible power had entered her mind.
No one will ever be able to mock me again.
First, Celestia decided to transform her poor appearance. She swapped Princess Celine's new dress with her old ugly one. When Celine received the dress, she saw that the old dress was ugly and completely different from the sketch that she had drawn.
What is this? It suits me perfectly. You look beautiful, my mistress.
The next day, Celestia went to the castle wearing Celine's clothes, looking lovely with makeup.
My dress! How dare you steal it? Don't accuse me. Do you have any evidence that I stole it?
Celine, frustrated, couldn't speak and walked away.
I can't believe Celestia would say such hurtful things.
The power of the unicorn wand turned Celestia into a different person.
Father, take the precious pearl in the king's room to make us richer, and no one will look down on us.
I can't do that. The king has been kind to us. I would rather be poor than betray him.
That night, Celestia broke into the king's room on her own. She tiptoed towards the precious gem. But the gem was too powerful, and Celestia couldn't touch it. In her confusion, Celestia considered taking a daring action. But then she heard footsteps and quickly ran away.
Catch the intruder!
No need, I'm fine.
Celine felt puzzled, but still had the intention of finding the intruder.
I almost harmed the king! You did well. You don't need to blame yourself.
The next day, Celestia went to the castle as if nothing had happened.
After the training, I have seen your efforts. Celine, you make me proud as the wielder of the Wand of Light. As for Celestia, you're also diligent. However, this wand is not easy to absorb energy from, so you still need more training.
Show him your ability, Celestia.
Celestia suddenly aimed her wand and cast a spell at Celine.
You had your chance, but you didn't learn. When you stole the gem from my room, I thought you were momentarily overwhelmed, so I let it slide.
I can't believe you're the one who did it!
Exposed, Celestia had to take a risky move. Both wands faced off against each other. Her growing hatred made Celestia succumb to darkness. Celestia pushed her unicorn wand to the limit, causing Celine's wand to break in half. Celestia lost control of herself. She could no longer distinguish right from wrong.
Snap out of it, Celestia!
Don't lose yourself, my child. Poverty is not a sin. It's only the lack of determination that deserves condemnation.
She struggled to break free from the unicorn's influence. The spirit had possessed Celestia's body.
Celestia!
Celestia, you were originally a kind-hearted person. Don't let evil tarnish your soul.
Celestia recalled the moments of poverty, but happiness.
Get out of my body!
The Unicorn Queen was expelled from Celestia's body.
Without me, the wand is useless. I will create power for this wand on my own.
Celestia rushed forward to use her wand to defeat the Unicorn Queen. She had discovered the true power of the wand. Strength, integrity, kindness. Celestia restored Celine's Wand of Light.
I'm sorry, Father. I was wrong. Now I understand that what truly matters is what suits us and brings real value. I'm sorry, Your Majesty. I was too selfish and shallow.
That's a lesson for you. Not everything beautiful on the outside is good, and not everything ugly is useless. It all depends on how we use it.
With all misunderstandings resolved, they all lived happily ever after in the magic castle.
Today, we will tell you a story about the life of a princess named Almira from Ione Kingdom.
Almira Princess, would you mind bringing me this cake to the afternoon tea party of other princesses? I can see you have nothing to do now.
You heard it right. That girl was Princess Almira, a slave princess. Almira was the youngest princess of a small and peaceful kingdom named Ione, which owned lots of grand gold mines. That's also the reason why other powerful kingdoms always aimed at Ione. For the kingdom not being in chaos, the king of Ione had to connect with Masha, the most powerful kingdom at that time. According to the contract, annually, Ione had to tribute a large amount of gold to Masha. However, that's not a thing with the king of Ione. But what made him worry was that he had to let one of his princesses go to Masha for not breaking the contract and fight against them. Although she was thought to be nurtured to strengthen the relationship between the two kingdoms, she was actually a hostage for them. No one wanted to sacrifice their life, so they all gave that responsibility to the kind youngest princess Almira. Things kept going. She was grown up by the despise of the princess and the princesses of Masha.
Oh look, who's bringing cake to us? The servants are so lazy. How dare them command Ione Princess? But I guess Almira won't be offended, right? Because she even has to be grateful to our kingdom, because we are now protecting the little Ione.
Almira soon got used to it. She was always mocked and bullied by Masha princesses. For the peace of Ione Kingdom, she could only be patient and bear all of those things. Almira had only one friend, a little cat named Kitty, but he always went out to discover the world when he had the chance.
Kitty, where are you? It's dinner time. I prepared your favorite food.
Suddenly, a loud noise resounded, grabbing Almira's attention. When she got there, she saw her cat was being grabbed by Prince Basil. Like a flash, she rushed there and took her cat back. She was thought to be punished by that disrespectful action, but he left without saying anything.
Blood? Kitty, you are wounded. What did that cruel man do to you? Thank God it's not Kitty's blood. Is there any way? This is Basil's blood. He was wounded while saving Kitty? No way! A cruel man like him will never care about anyone. Don't mention about a cat.
The next day, Masha Kingdom welcomed a really beautiful princess from Ixtal Kingdom named Dulcie. Different from Almira, she went there as the fiancée of Prince Basil. More surprisingly, Dulcie chose Almira to be the one who stayed by her side. Even Almira didn't want to, she couldn't deny. However, thanks to that, Almira had a better life. That's the only good thing.
How do you feel about this room? Thank you for giving me a good place like this, and even new clothes. But I still don't understand why you chose me. I only help you get things you're deserved. You and I are princesses. We have to come here just for our kingdom's peace. Now you only need to stay by my side and befriend with me. That's okay. You don't have to work hard or be despised by others.
One night, Almira suddenly saw a strange light coming from Dulcie's room. Being curious, she decided to find out what that light is. Almira saw Dulcie was trying to create a potion from her magic. At that time, Dulcie also realized the appearance of Almira.
You came? You deliberately waited for me? What are those things? What do you intend to do with them?
Dulcie calmly told her story to Almira. Turned out she wasn't a princess, but an orphan who had been raised and trained to be a strong magician by the king. Then, she helped the king complete the missions that he had given her. That time, her mission was to finish Basil.
Isn't that Basil is the most talented prince of the kingdom? He helped the king expand much of territory. Moreover, Basil is his son? Why, maybe the king also considers him a tool. Recently, he feels that the evasion is nonsense, so he refused the king so many times, so the king felt that Basil would be a threat to him. But why do you tell me all of those things? What will happen if I tell it to anyone else? No one believes a slave princess other than a fiancé of Basil, and I need you to complete this task. Why do I have to help you? You still want to come back to Ione.
That's the thing, Almira always decided, but she knew that it's really difficult to do that. And the chance was right in front of her, and she didn't want to lose it. As Dulcie's plan, on the wedding day, Almira was the only one who was allowed to enter their room to prepare anything. Almira would put the potion that Dulcie gave her to the wine, and it will make Basil lose his strength in a short time. Then hide his sacred sword away. That was the thing that made him undefeated in every battle. After arranging everything, Almira felt really worried. She immediately went to find her cat, hoping that it would help her to remain calm. You look much better. Your name is Kitty, right? You have to know yourself. The higher you climb, the more painful you will get when falling down.
Basil? So last time for saving Kitty, he was wounded, really?
You want to stay here and look at me for the whole night? I don't mean to harm this little creature.
I didn't mean. Thank you for saving Kitty before.
Do you want to come back to Ione?
Yes, of course.
If you want it, you can go back tomorrow. I will arrange a wagon to get you back home safely.
How about the contract between the two kingdoms? What are you going to do with Ione?
Rest assured, Masha will still protect Ione, provided that your kingdom won't break the contract.
Isn't that you always wanted to conquer that whole world? Why can't you easily let me go like that? What is your ambition?
I don't want to invade anywhere. Everyone has the rights to live happily. It's just, I don't want to disobey my father king. This wedding with Princess Dulcie was also because father wanted to strengthen his power. In exchange, I won't have to conquer anywhere.
And then Basil left, leaving Almira there with many thoughts.
Is there any way that he isn't bad as I thought? From the first day I came here, indeed, he has been the only one who hasn't despised me at all. Oh no! Then I just did a stupid thing!
Almira quickly ran to Basil's room to prevent Dulcie's plan, because she hadn't had any reason to enter their room, so the guards blocked her. She could only climb there through the tree growing outside the window of Basil's room. Ignoring the spikes continuously perched at her body, Almira finally got there. Indeed, the things happened as Almira's planned. Basil had absolutely no strength to resist.
Dulcie, stop it! Don't harm Basil! What are you doing? You don't want to come back? Of course I want. Then don't stop me. We're all taken advantage by the king to serve for his greed. One day, you will be like Basil. The king grew me up. I will never betray him. If you still want to prevent me, I will also never let you off.
Meanwhile, Basil gradually recovered, and he could take back a little of his strength. He quickly blew away Dulcie's spellbook and controlled her. Knowing that he couldn't stay at the palace anymore, Basil immediately pulled Almira away. However, the king suddenly appeared and blocked them, not letting them to understand what was happening. The king suddenly turned into a scary devil. Turned out, the king had been harmed by that devil for so long, and the devil took his position for years. He wanted to take advantage of Basil to expand his territory, because he would be able to get more life spirit from more people. Knowing that Basil wouldn't be able to defeat the devil, Almira remembered something. She quickly found the way to escape. The devil didn't mind Almira at all, because his target was only Basil. He quickly controlled Basil and sucked his power. Everything was thought to be ended. Then Almira appeared again with the sacred sword on her hand. She threw the sword to Basil, and with the sword, Basil could escape from the danger. Basil was thought to defeat the devil with his sword. However, he had wasted too much energy, so he couldn't be able to defeat the devil.
Human is so stupid. You don't know that I absorbed all of your parents' life spirit, and then you grew up as a tool. But you were still loyal and blindly worked for me. Then after finishing you, there will be another one to replace you and help me open the territory. And this will include your beautiful Ione, Almira.
The devil comfortably enjoyed the life spirit of Basil and Almira without noticing that Dulcie had woken up. Dulcie was so angry that she used her magic to tie the devil up. Taking the chance, Basil quickly used the sword to finish him. After everything has ended, Basil took the throne and ruled Masha. He stopped the nonsense invasions and took care of citizens' life. Basil even freed Dulcie and brought Almira back as he had promised. A year later, a large wagon stopped by the gate of Ione Palaces. That was Basil. He had went there to propose to Almira, the kind and brave princess who had helped him in difficulties.
Having extraordinary intelligence along with the powerful wings, the goddess Athena always radiated brilliance atop the peak Olympus. She had invented many great works such as the flute, creating melodies that enchanted the hearts of people. She crafted the trumpet, producing incredibly bright and pure sounds that captivated anyone who heard them. During her presentations of new creations, all the goddesses come to see, and they were all astonished and impressed by her talent. Layla, a goddess of the night and a close friend of Athena, always accompanied her during those announcements of new inventions. While everyone was enjoying the new inventions, the moon goddess arrived late. Turned out that she was caught in a terrible storm on her way, tearing her clouds and making her struggle while flying. At the high peak of Olympus, the goddesses, those who wished to fly, had to rely on the deep blue clouds. However, Athena was the exception. With her unique wings, she could fly gracefully in the sky, even during the fiercest storms. The things happened that day urged the goddess of wisdom come up with an idea.
Why don't I create a pair of wings that allows the other goddesses to fly easily in the blue sky?
Right after the party ended, she quickly came back to her room to experiment on creating a pair of powerful wings. Athena considered Layla as her confidant, sharing all her innovative ideas with Layla.
I truly admire your inventions. I wish I could also fly freely with the wings on my own.
Athena heard the wish of her best friend, but she also concerned because those wings were still not perfect, and she couldn't give it to Layla right away. Then Athena took Layla up into the air so that she can experience the joy of flying with wings. They both wandered across continents, admiring the magnificent landscapes and the mystical secrets of the world. Getting tired, Athena and Layla decided to rest near a rushing stream. A clear and babbling stream appeared right in front of Layla's eye, and she suggested that they took a refreshing bath. Athena didn't hesitate. She infused her wings with a radiant light and placed them under a tree before joyfully diving into the stream. The two close friends embraced each other and laughed in the chilly water. During those moments of joy, Layla suddenly cried out that she had lost her bracelet. Athena left everything behind to follow the traces and search for Layla's missing bracelet. Taking advantage of Athena's distraction, Layla stole her wing. Then she unleashed dark beams of light, shrouding the sky in darkness. Athena was terrified, losing her way. Leaving her best friend behind, Layla decided to fly back to Olympus. The sky gradually darkened, Layla disappeared without a trace, and Athena's wings vanished as well. The goddess Athena collapsed to the ground, tears streaming down her face, with no place to seek comfort. She was so disappointed with Layla, but more with herself for not having seen through Layla's true nature all along. Perhaps the day of flying had drained too much of her energy, and she was too exhausted. Then she fainted. Layla quickly returned to the heaven and accused Athena before the other gods, claiming that Athena is unworthy of being a goddess. She said that Athena had deeply fell in love with a human, so Athena was punished and banished to the human world. Her wings were also taken away and given to Layla. While others were astonished and didn't believe Layla's words, she continued to justify herself. Everyone was silent, they said nothing, just regretted for a talent like goddess Athena. Athena is fortunate to meet Mirmax, a beautiful girl, like a fairy. She rescued Athena and took Athena to her home. Mirmax took great care of her so many days. Mirmax, despite her beautiful appearance, lived a pitiful life. She lived alone, struggling in poverty, relying on farming, but reaping no fruits from her labor, which saddened her deeply. Athena woke up. She couldn't believe her eyes when she realized she had been staying with Mirmax for days. She appreciated Mirmax's care immensely, but also worried about being a burden to Mirmax. Athena decided to apologize and bid farewell to Mirmax, hoping to find her way back home. However, Mirmax wanted Athena to stay, longing for a companion to share her life with. Athena had nowhere to go, so she stayed, hoping her wounds would heal, and she would be able to find a way back to Olympus. Athena appreciated Mirmax's warmth and kindness. However, she couldn't erase the memories of Layla's betrayal, which made her cautious and wary of everything around her. The next day, Mirmax took Athena around the village, where Athena witnessed the villagers' poor life, surviving mainly through hunting, foraging, and enduring days of hunger. Some people were even homeless. They had to sleep in the cold night outside. Others, more fortunate, had tattered tents for some protection, but they were helpless against storms. Everything Athena had witnessed made her feel pity and compassion for the people here. After her journeys, Athena always felt pity for the suffering of the people. She wished she could do something to help them escape their hardships. She started to put effort into creating flood-resistant houses, inventing plows to help the people in farming, and various other wonders to improve the quality of life here. Thanks to Athena, everything in the region improved significantly, and people were no longer impoverished or struggling for food. The villagers honored Athena, and wherever she went, they all praised her. About the goddess Layla, despite having the powerful wings, she didn't receive the admiration of everyone, which made her really angry. Layla often irrationally vented her anger on things, even damaging Athena's past inventions. Time passed by, and Athena really missed her home as she watched birds soar freely in the sky and butterflies danced in the breeze. She continuously searched for the secret to creating her dream wings. She always had a desire to meet her family again. She diligently worked on creating her wings, never wavering despite the many challenges. In her heart burned a fierce flame that refused to let her give up on her dream. Mirmax admired Athena's talents and determination. Different from Layla, she even helped Athena hunt for the pure white swan feathers to accelerate the work. Athena wisely selected sturdy and flexible palm leaves to create a solid frame for her wings, allowing them to soar with the wind. Finally, the day Athena had longed for came. Through perseverance and overcoming countless obstacles, she successfully created a pair of miraculous wings for herself in the admiration of Mirmax. But fate had one more twist in store for Athena. On the night of her return, a significant event occurred. Suddenly, a dark smoke covered Mirmax's house, stealthily targeting the wings, and the perpetrator was none other than Layla. It turned out the wings Layla had taken away from Athena was gradually losing its power. It wasn't glamorous anymore. While getting to know about Athena's miraculous creation, she immediately planned to steal it. As Layla was about to carry out her plan for a second theft, Mirmax stopped her just in time. Mirmax adamantly refused to give Layla the wings, as the laws prohibit Layla from interfering with humans. So, she needs to use the sweet words to fool Mirmax.
Mirmax, if you help me this time, in exchange, I will give you a wealthy and comfortable life, free from the toil of making a living on those barren lands.
With a really good offer for herself, with her kind nature, whether Mirmax would agree, no one could expect that Mirmax had given the magical wings of Athena to the traitor Layla.
You can use these miraculous wings to fly away. I don't need your wealth and treasures. Leave quickly.
With the unbelievable action of Mirmax, Layla was so astonished. But because she had obtained the miraculous wings, Layla didn't pay much attention to it. Layla quickly put on the wings and arrogantly left with her stolen prize.
You are all the ones I loved and want to protect the most. So why have you all betrayed me?
It's Athena, as she was really furious. However, not as expected, Layla showed no signs of fear. Instead, she appeared cunning and shameless.
Oh, Athena, my beautiful and talented friend, I never expected us to meet under these circumstances. I treated you well, but why did you do that? Because you're always the center of the universe, always being praised, while I'm neglected. I resent all the glory you received.
Athena was appalled by Layla's nature, and in her heart, she held on to a glimmer of hope that Layla might not truly be this way. As for Mirmax, the reason she gave her wings to Layla was because she was terrified of being alone and couldn't bear losing her dear friend, Athena. Her loneliness had driven her to make this foolish decision.
Well, Athena, you truly have an admirable confidant. Why don't you stay there forever with her?
With no further words, Layla used the power of her wings to conjure a fierce storm and ascended into the sky. Strangely, her wings suddenly burst into flames and turned into dust, causing Layla to plummet to the ground.
Oh, Lila, did you think I was still a fool as I once was?
Everything had been part of Athena's careful plan, and it turned out she had hidden her wings meticulously. Layla's wings were just one of her flawed creations. Athena waved her hand gently, and the magical wings flew back to her, leaving Layla and Mirmax astonished. The high-ranking goddesses descended to witness Layla's misdeeds, and they were all disgusted by her actions. It was revealed that Athena had written letters to inform the other goddesses, detailing every aspect of the events. Layla, enraged and wanting to retaliate, found herself helpless as Athena and the other goddesses combined their magical powers, turning Layla into a tiny frog. With everything settled, Athena decided to return to the heavens to fulfill her duties as the goddess of wisdom. Mirmax, though ashamed of the events that had transpired, found solace in Athena's gratitude.
Thank you, Mirmax, for your kindness during this time. I promise to come back to visit you and others in the future.
Having said that, Athena, along with the other goddesses, flew back to Mount Olympus. Every spring, she returned to visit Mirmax and her villager. As for the frog, Layla, she continued to hop from one field to another, but no one paid her any attention.